what is up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. We are back with another episode of The Rewind. Make sure you get your breakfast ready, and let's get it started.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is up? What is going on, everybody? Don't adjust your dials. It is Big Ford, and nope, Brian's not here today. But I have a special guest taking for Brian's place today because Brian is about to go on vacation. So hope he enjoys his vacation, has a great time. Mr. Danny Graham is in the house with me today. Danny, tell the people where they can find you,
What's
sir.
up? What's up? What's up? You can find me on my channel, The Road to Wisdom, on Mondays and Fridays, somewhere between 6:45 and 7:15 Eastern Standard Time (AM). Also, you can find me along with my brother here on Chaos Central the first 3 Mondays of the night, correction of the month. Also, you can find me on Hangout on Wednesdays. And I think, are we going to do the X-Men
Yeah, we're doing X-Men
Monday?
tomorrow night. Yes,
All
sir.
right. And then you can also find me on Stones Live directly after that. So we do a lot together. Glad for the
Absolutely.
invite.
100%. Appreciate you doing it with me, Danny. Know it's early mornings, but you a morning guy, so it's okay,
Yeah, I worked last night. I got off at 2, I said, but I already told Lounge I was going to do it, so I jumped right up.
We'll definitely try and keep you not keep you up on here too late. That's for damn sure. Spoiler Kings. Morning, everyone. Season 2 of Batman: The Cape Crusader is amazing. I'm
Yes.
fully on board. Oh, you watched it already?
I watched the first 2 episodes, and who's that?
It's Teague. Teague.
T, you on point, bro. You talking about
Really?
violent?
I seen it there, but I didn't watch it.
Bro, it's violent. They will kill you and smoke you in a minute on there, buddy.
Okay, okay. Said I'm not fully on board with Linklater's performance as Bruce slash Batman now. The downside is the wait for season 3. I got you. Said the Odyssey is now at 707 million. Yeah, I know it's doing great. I looked at the box office last night because
Don't want it to
right
pass Michael.
now, well, but what's that?
I don't want it to pass Michael.
Well, so here's the thing. That's why I looked at the box office because Michael was the number one movie of the year. Toy Story 5 beat it, right? Odyssey's probably going to pass it. Spider-Man's probably going to pass it. And then Doomsday is probably going to pass it.
What
So I'm
kind of
just like,
world do we live in
crap.
when Toy Story outperforms the greatest performer, arguably the greatest performer the world has ever seen? Let that sink in.
And Toy Story 5,
That's
you
what I'm
had to
saying.
mention.
That- We are sick society.
100%. I agree with you 100%. Spoiler Kings is funny between the domestic box office and the international box office. The Odyssey is now 160 million and 140 million off from making its budget back 4 times, meaning that's all that's left for the film momentum monetarily is the marketing and Nolan's tax. So I say in 2.5 weeks that 160 and 140 will be close to fully cleared up before Nolan's tax campaign starts in. Yeah, I feel you, man. And Mahershala Ali isn't wrong. Marvel did him dirty. They could have made Blade long before Sinners became the vampire film it wished it was. Oh, and by the way, wardrobe department for Sinners still thanks Marvel every day when the checks come in. Yeah, they did get their wardrobe from Marvel, and some other canceled movie. I can't remember what it was, but they
Yeah,
did
but that
get
was
their
like
wardrobe.
a 60s piece, wasn't it? 60s or
Yeah,
70s?
yeah,
So
yeah.
what movie would they be using that those clothing then?
I think it was remember when they had the Blade, like the first talk about the Blade movie, and it was going to be in the past or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, I think it had something to do with that. The Chinese box office officially starts 7/30/26 and will run until 9/12/26 for the Odyssey. Meanwhile, Japan's Odyssey box office numbers start rolling in 9/11/26 and 12/1/26. You've been following this Odyssey box office long, eh? Good job, good job. Correction, the Odyssey opens nationwide in China on August 14th. The limited showings are running only today and tomorrow. I got you. What's up, Eli? How you doing? Thank you for popping in. Much appreciated. Somebody released the Odyssey on X and it was pulled within an hour. Just check, Spider-Man is still on X. Yeah, I know. I seen the Odyssey there two times, two or three times. I seen the Odyssey on X, but yeah. What's up, Cool Rooper? How you doing? Sheed said, "What's up? What's up, Sheed?" Christopher Columbus has been given the green light for Goonies 2. Chris Columbus, and now it's in pre-production. I don't know. What do you think about the Goonies 2, Danny?
We ain't letting too much time pass. It grown now. You want to see that?
Yeah, and it's supposed to be like take. It's supposed to be an actual sequel. So like with the kids, I'm guessing.
Are they going to recast the kids or use the same actors?
No, they're gonna use the actors as adults, and they're gonna have kids, and the kids are gonna be
Oh,
like new
okay.
Goonies. Yeah, yeah. He said, "Oh, let's see this. Found the plot hole in Spider-Man. How did MJ know the letter was for her when her name wasn't even mentioned in the letter? Was it? I don't know if it was.
I don't
I
think
don't
he.
know. Interesting. What up, G Major? How you doing? Thank you guys for popping in. Much appreciated. We're
Up G
definitely
Major.
gonna talk about the Spider-Man stuff because that shit's kicking ass.
Yeah, it is.
And I know me and Danny both said it was okay. You know what I mean? We didn't hate it, but
Yeah.
we didn't think it was great. So we'll definitely get into that. But first, let's get into our first topic. All right, guys. So the first topic we have on board is from Children of Blood and Bone. Now, I don't know if you've been following it, Danny, because I know you saw the trailer.
Yeah.
What do you think about this movie?
From the trailer, it looks like this should be Wakanda, the next Black Panther, because it has a lot of Black Panther themes in it. A lot of actors that played in The Woman King are playing in this. I think Viola Adams is her name. Davis.
Viola Davis?
Viola
Yeah.
Davis. The one that played a lieutenant, I think, is the actual queen. It looked like a mixture between Wakanda meets Harry Potter. It's like some kind of African magic or something. So what I seen in the trailer, I'm definitely going to see it in January. I'm a little leery about January movies that start the first part of the year. Traditionally, has been movies that the studios don't know whether or not they're going to be a success or not. Mainly the
Hmm.
ones that they think going to be a home run kind of starts in May and goes out the rest of the year. The first part of the year is kind of questionable. So I don't know whether the studio really got doubt in it or not, but I mean faith in it or not. But we shall see. It looks good.
It does look good, but there has been some trouble on the set, right? So this article starts off talking about Children of Blood and Bone author Tormi Ademia. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that last name, but she left the film set sobbing, calls it the worst thing she's ever had to live through, and I never want to hear about that again. Now, we do have a video where she talks about something, but she doesn't really give much details about what happened. So I'm guessing that maybe they did the Hollywood thing and wanted to switch up a few things that she didn't like, and that's where the issue came in. But it's going to be interesting to find out if that's the case. Now, if that is the case, do you think that's going to ruin the movie, Danny?
Um, I don't know if it'll ruin it, but sometimes now there's some things that are negotiable, some things are non-negotiable. But if you're
Hmm.
trying to get your foot in the door, sometimes you're gonna have to compromise. I'm not saying totally go to whatever. If it's something that's gonna totally out of your character, then you gotta do what you need to do because you don't need to sell your soul. But if it's something that's compromisable, and you're trying to get into that foot in the door, so to speak, in Hollywood, and I think you got to make the acceptable concessions. If it's something that you just totally disagree with, then you need to stand your ground. So I would like to see more of what exactly she's talking about
Hmm.
before I decide whether she's right or wrong, based on my opinion. But right now, I just don't know enough.
Absolutely, I agree with you, and I want to know because I know, even like with the Beau de Mail stuff, right? They talked about all of this stuff that was happening back scenes, but they didn't really give like full details. I know Beau ended up giving up some details later on, right? But at
Uh-huh.
first, they weren't giving out no information, and I
Yep.
know this is a lot of problem that people had, where it's like, oh well, if you're gonna talk, you're gonna trash Marvel, at least tell us what's going on, right? So the article starts off Tony. Tomi Adeyemi, author of the novel Children, Blood and Bone, said the upcoming Paramount film adaptation of her book was the worst thing I ever had to live through, and I never want to hear about this project again in a 5 minute video posted on Wednesday. Adeyemi, who co wrote the screenplay for the film, had previously spoken out about how she wouldn't watch the Children of Blood and Bone movie based on her African fantasy novel after being on set for this production. What I'm about to share is not a secret to the people involved, she said in the social media clip. It's a reality that I've had to live with for about a year and a half, and everyone involved, at least at the highest level, has been made aware of this reality, and they haven't done anything to make it better. If anything, they've only antagonized me, and I accept that. But I also accept I didn't say something. I don't think it's just going to be worse. Adeyemi alleged that she left the Children of Blood and Bone set hyperventilating and sobbing, and that she is still being antagonized behind the scenes. Representatives for Adeyemi, Paramount, and director Gina Prince by the Wood, I'm sorry, this is a funny last name. Did not immediately respond to Variety's request for comment. I'm not going to speak on what I endured to make it through the young adult trilogy, and I'm not going to speak about everything that I also suffered through or endured to make the adaptation a reality. I'm actually only going to speak about what happened after I left the set of my own film adaptation, hyperventilating and sobbing. There are many witnesses, so it's not really a secret. I came back to America and suffered such severe somatic pain and so many panic attacks. I knew it was so bad that I would never be able to watch this film, and I made peace with that. But as it is being marketed, Ademi continued, referencing the trailer which launched on Tuesday, and I am still being antagonized behind the scenes, which is where I hoped all of this would stay. It's become apparent to me that reality needs to at least be made known so that you guys can understand how this film, which I worked on to make a little bit better for us to be alive, is also the worst thing I have ever had to live through. So we'll get into that. Rest of the stuff don't really need on everybody. But what are your thoughts on that, Danny?
Um, Based on what I think I know about Viola Davis, if it was something that was so egregious, something that was so offensive, I don't think she'd be a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes you really want to dig into and find out what exactly is this lady talking about, because I, she just being this vague leads people to start putting in their own story. So until
Mm-hmm.
she can put in her own story, I don't see how she can ask us for support. But I don't. I'm trying to rack my brain. I don't know what could be so offensive unless they just like totally changing the story. Or, but with the cast that I see in there, if it was something that was egregious towards a black race, I don't think they would always support that.
I
So
agree.
I'm not sure what she's talking about, or whether she's being hypersensitive. At this point, it's kind of hard to say.
And it's interesting too, right? Because we hear about a lot of these behind the scenes stuff. Remember all the shit that happened with the Snyderverse stuff, you know what I mean? And what was that dude's name? Ray, the guy that played Cyborg. He came
Yeah,
out and
it
said
was.
some stuff, but he never really got into all of the nicks and crannies and talked about a lot of the things that he was going through. So it seems to me for some reason like they'll come out here and tell you about the bad experiences that they have, but won't exactly explain to you what the bad experiences are. So it's hard to have sympathy when we don't know what you actually went through.
You better be careful because in most cases like that, we'll put that black ball on you and you don't work again. So I hope she is not shooting herself in the foot.
Oh, 100%. Um, I kind of feel like if she's doing this, it's probably because she realizes that she won't work again, right? Or she doesn't care about being in Hollywood again. I
Yeah.
mean, the Hollywood experience is not for everybody. You know what I mean? It's really not. We understand that you could just look at all of these clowns that are running around talking about, oh, Odyssey shouldn't have black people and all that stuff, right? So you get a lot of people trashing you when you're doing something like this. Now, the fact that it's coming from the studio is kind of weird, right? But the next part of the article, it says earlier in the month, since in a since deleted TikTok video, Adeyemi posted what appeared to be a group chat that included children of Bud and Bode, actor Amadilla Steinberg. Amadilla wrote, "Do not ever use my name in an interview or video again. Do not text me. Do not call me," and appeared to block Steinberg. According to the LA Times, Steinberg had previously received backlash from book fans over her casting as Princess Amari due to allegations of colorism. I am 4 months into training for Children of Blood and Bone, and I am getting my ass whooped," Steinberg said. Previously said in a deleted TikTok video last year, "I want everyone to know that this is important to me, and I think that it will, that with every choice I make, I would never navigate my career blindly. I'm not thinking about my skin tone or the space I occupy. I would never go after a role I didn't feel was right for me. I want to see all skin tones represented in media. I know that colorism is an insidious system that relentlessly impacts every facet of entertainment." Okay, so there's another problem too, and I think another thing that people are having an issue with, I guess, because she's light skinned and it's Africa, but
But we got to be careful with that because we we say this, and I agree with what you said about how people are tripping sometimes over the race swapping and gender swapping. But there
hmm
is a storyline with Black Panther's white.
oh yeah, 100%.
So if we see that, are we gonna be up in arms, or are we gonna be like, okay, because it was good for the goose, it's good for the gander?
You 100% know that certain people will be up in arms,
Oh
right?
yeah,
To song, you know what I'm
oh yeah.
saying? To song, right?
Brian probably will bust a blood vessel if that happens.
It's funny because we were talking about the show, I was like, yeah, we could just skip it for. He's like, no, I don't want to lose the momentum. So I said, all right, I'll ask Danny to come in, right? And he's like, the song might come up, right? Since you're gone, and he's like, yeah. He's like, I'll probably be packing and be like, someone's talking about fucking Tasson. And be like, oh, I see you guys. Right? So we said it 2 times. We'll say it one more time, and Brian will probably pop up in the chat.
Yep.
That doesn't mean they don't do it for the money, because I find it very hard to believe, since that is what everyone has to do today. I think a lot of course, people do it for the money. You know what I mean? But there are people that LDG do it for the craft, right? They like their craft. They want to bring something new to the, world or something like that. So I can definitely see some people doing it yeah, but it's for the money. Like, you give me a shitload of money, I'd do it too.
Yeah. There's something. I mean, there's some things I'm not gonna do, like
Me
kiss
too.
another man,
Mm-hmm.
some kind of sex scene that ain't.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not gonna do that. But like LDJ, if they offer me, I know I don't look like no Black Panther, but I know one thing. They say, okay, we're gonna give you 1 year to get your
To
body
get in
straight.
shape.
I'm gonna do whatever I need to do, some steroids, whatever, something. I'm gonna get that money.
100%. Said, if they offered me the role as the next Black Panther, you think I'm going to turn it down because I don't fit the part, or jump on that train because I'm going to get millions of dollars? No, of course. We all would do it. I would do it.
Yeah.
Shit, I would play one of the monkeys in Planet of the Apes. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You give me the right amount of money, and I'll be up there. Facts. Facts. Yeah, I'll do it. You know what I mean?
Not only
So,
not only a banana, I have a whole bunch of bananas.
facts. He said, "Nah, we ain't trying to hear that storyline."
He said, bro, did Anzo and Danny eat 200 bananas in that movie? Yes, we did.
Facts, facts, 100%. Wait, I would do it. And he said, "Nah, we ain't trying to hear that storyline." What storyline, Sheed? What
Talking about
storyline
the
interesting?
white Black Panther. That we talking
Oh, the
about.
White Blood Panther.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just looked it up. It is T'Challa's son, according to the storyline.
yeah, because I remember Brian and them like absolutely went crazy over that comic book too as well, right? And I know Bryon said he still like read the comic. I don't know what the conclusion of was it, but yeah, they did
I
do
think he
that.
was in the city, but his name is Katima,
Uh-huh.
who is revealed to be the son of T'Challa and Monica Lynn. However, it is later revealed that Katima is white with blue eyes and blonde hair, which has sparked controversy among fans regarding representation in the Marvel Universe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I know
Yeah,
I
they
knew that.
lost.
If I ain't mistaken, he didn't wear a mask, but he wore like a long black trench coat dressed in black. And I think he had them powers.
Okay. Like he had the herb powers.
Yep, I think so.
Yeah, I know that power. People like Chillmonger went crazy over that line, that comic book. Chill went crazy over it. Brian went crazy over it. You know
Yep.
what I mean? So
They're
yeah,
going
it
back.
would be an issue, but I know we got the other two topics, right? We're talking about Blade and Mahershala Ali, right?
Mhm.
They they're representing black people hasn't been so good right now. Like they're really fucking up.
It's been
Sorry for cursing,
suspect.
but yeah. What's that, Danny?
I said it's been suspect.
Absolutely, 100%. Thank you for saying it in a PG way.
Like, I don't know.
Said B. Arnold get paid scale for T2, ask for a small percentage of sales and revenue, and make over 100 million. Said I was drinking coffee when you said that. Damn it! I hope you didn't spill it all over yourself, bro. Nothing beats bananas and coffee in the morning, bro. You gotta try it.
Wow,
Really, LDG?
wow.
I'm good.
That don't sound right.
A million times better than watermelon and mustard. Oh, she said, nope, we good on that. No, I feel you, Sheed, but it's a possibility that it's something that they could
Yeah.
do, right?
I've been hearing Ryan Reynolds, not Ryan Reynolds, but Ryan Gosling name throw up for that for a minute.
Yeah. Those are the trolls. That's what they use when they want to say, oh, we should do a white Black Panther, and they say, what about Ryan Gosling, right?
Mhm.
There's this whole and I should bring it up if I could find it. But there's this whole video that I posted on Facebook where the whole cast of Black Panther is white.
Wow.
Yeah, they had Tom Holland as T'Challa, I believe it was, and all kinds of crap. Yeah, they went crazy. What's up, Mama Bear? How you doing? Thank you for popping in. Much appreciated. But yeah, guys, let us know what you think. Do you guys excited for the Children of Blood and Bone? Did you see it? Do you want to see the trailer? You know what? Let's bring up the trailer because I think we haven't shown the trailer for it. Let's bring up the trailer and then we'll move on to the next topic.
That's Ryan Coogler. I feel some kind of way, man, because it's better than my production.
What do you mean?
It looks better than
Oh,
both Black Panthers to me.
oh. But you're a big you liked Wakanda Forever, so
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know.
Man, the fans must love it too. It made $800 something million. So that's all I'm saying.
I don't know about that one. I don't think most of us really liked Blood and Bone, but Danny did. So, I'm not Blood and Bone. T'Challa. Uh,
Like
Wakanda.
Wakanda
Shit.
forever.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, so let me share this tab here real quick. We'll watch the trailer for this movie. Make sure you guys can hear it. And I want to know what you guys think. Does it look like something that's good? Because I thought it doesn't look too bad.
Yeah,
Doesn't look
costumes
too
were
bad.
fire, boy.
100%.
I
And
know
the
it's gonna be
cast.
good because Viola Davis, she's top notch.
Yeah, the cast
There's
is amazing.
there's no reason why she shouldn't have an Oscar.
Agreed.
Right.
100%. Agreed. 100%.
Big energy. All this good energy got you all in your feelings. Big energy. Energy.
Still Beyonce singing.
Yep.
My daughter, you must not be afraid. Orisha was once a land where magic flowed through our people. You were born with a gift greater than you know. But those who feared our power took it away from us. I know you miss her. Your powers may be gone, but that does not change who you are. Magic is a festering disease. Purge it! Heed my words. You are the future king.
What if that is not the kind of king I want to be?
For years I have trained you. Because I believe you are the one.
You can bring magic back.
Hold up, wait. Look around, everybody on mute. Hold up, wait. Look around, it's me and my crew. Big energy, big energy. All this good energy got you all in your feelings. Big energy, big energy. Big energy, big energy. Hold up.
100%.
You to lead them.
All this good energy got you all in your feelings. Big energy. She has the ability to annihilate us all. Big energy.
You have unraveled me.
Big energy.
Yo, that was fire. It was fire.
You must strike!
Everything come up.
All these years,
Yeah.
I believed the gods
Yeah.
abandoned us.
Oh, my child. They were waiting for you.
Yeah.
I can't lie. That movie looks absolute fire.
I'm gonna be there January. I don't know about no IMAX, but I'm definitely gonna be there January.
Oh yeah, I'm watching in IMAX, just for sure. Guys, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be perfectly honest when I say this, right? If we don't support these type of movies, we are going to be stuck with the garbage, all right? Listen, I'm not saying this movie is for everybody. I'm not saying that at all. One, it looks a lot Black Panther-ish. It really does. You know what I mean? It looks
better
like
than Black Panther.
yeah, it looks really Black Panther. It looks good, but these are the type of movies that I would say, because even the Woman King, right, was I thought that movie was good,
I thought
but
it
a
was
lot of
good too.
people, you know what I mean. But it's like if you don't go support these movies, you're gonna be far in between before we see more Black movies.
Yeah.
So this movie is something that I think we should definitely support. You don't have to like it. You don't have to come on to say, "Oh, it was the greatest thing since sliced bread" or anything like that. But definitely support this movie because I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be
I
good.
want to go a layer deeper. Just because it's a black
Go
movie,
ahead.
not always saying it's good. But if you look at the preview and it looks good, and it has critically acclaimed actors and actresses in there, like we see this one, those are the ones you support. And I'm going to throw this,
Yes.
and I know it's going to sound hate, but something like Soul Plane, no, I ain't going to watch that. I thought that was crap. But something that looks good, good actors, that draws your attention, you need to support it because don't be complaining about, well, there's not enough of us. Well, when we do the things, a lot of times we hate on each other.
Absolutely.
So
And
just be
and
sure don't hate just for the sake of hate.
And you're absolutely right because as much as I thought Soul Fame was funny, I did like Soul Fame. I'm not gonna lie, right? But that's the kind of trash that we're gonna get. You know, it's a comedy, so it's hard to call it
Yeah,
trash
yeah,
because it's a comedy, something like that. But you know, we get the stereotypic drug dealer, hoes, and stuff like that for black people, and those are the type of movies they're gonna continue to give us, right? We need to let Hollywood know that these black movies can succeed. Again, I talk about it all the time. Back growing up, we had, especially in the gangster days, we had like gangster movies constantly
yep,
because they were making money. You
right.
know what I mean?
Exploitation.
Yes, exactly. 100%. Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society,
Mhm.
Jersey Drive, all these type of movies came out because they were making money. Now, were they good representation of black people? Absolutely not. But if you get a movie like this, Africa, a full black cast, and the representation is good, I think we should support it. You know what I mean?
I
Can
agree.
we get it to $1 billion? Probably not.
Probably not.
But can we make it profitable?
Yes.
I think we can. I think we can.
Look at
You
Sinners.
know.
Nobody saw that coming. Nobody saw that coming.
Absolutely, 100%. And you know me, I wasn't a big, real
Yeah,
fan of Sinners
yeah.
until people started hating on it, right? When they started hating on it, talking about, oh, this movie's not that good, and then I was like, okay, now I see what you guys are doing, right? And me personally, I don't want to be a part of that where I'm trashing black people movie. You know what I mean? I don't
Well, if
want to
it's
be a part of that.
well, if it's garbage, I don't mind trashing it. I don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah, yeah,
Black,
yeah, yeah.
white, blue, or
Absolutely,
green, I don't care. But if
absolutely.
it's good and it's black, then that's the cherry on the top.
Absolutely. I say that because everybody says it's good and I said it was trash, right? So I don't want to be the odd black man
I,
out
I
saying that
got you.
this
Hey,
movie is
come
trash,
on
you know
over
what
to
I
the
mean?
worst YouTuber, buddy.
Yeah,
There's, there's, there's
I
plenty of
gotta
room over here.
I gotta come over there. What's up, Talia? Good morning. They've been waiting for Ryan Gosling as the White Panther
Well, I think we're
completely.
safe. That ain't gonna happen because he is now Ghost
Ghost
Rider,
Rider.
so we ain't
Yeah.
gonna see him play them roles.
Absolutely. Or the White Wolf, yeah. But they could use someone else, right?
That's
Just
lucky.
because they yeah, they could use someone else. Bucky is the White Wolf. You're right. You're
Yeah,
right. Toussaint T'Challa is getting yeeted. Yeah, they're killing him, to be honest with you. And
that's
they're killing
unfair.
the actor that's doing it as well. Go ahead, Danny.
I
I know
said
you got
that's
a lot to
not
say there.
fair. No, but no, I agree with the Bucky's White Wolf. The story I heard why Ramps Nilgers didn't get it because he's now seeing Steve Harvey's daughter that used to be talking to Killmonger, and
Oh,
they said
really?
Killmonger is going to be in some shape, form, or capacity, and you know that Michael B. Jordan and oh
Yeah,
boy
yeah,
are best
Steve Harvey.
friends.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what I heard.
Could be. It's crazy. Dennis Mandris is in the film. Makes me wonder. Makes me wonder. Marvel didn't want to use him in a similar franchise. Yeah,
I heard it
I
was
don't know.
behind the scenes with that, buddy.
Danny might be right because I don't know. And I remember there were a lot of talk about him actually being the Black Panther,
Hmm.
right? Like he was the first choice. So something happened where they gave it to somebody else. So we'll see. Not really, Mama Rare. White Wolf is supposed to get a full suit. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Like in the comic, he gets the full white,
Yeah. Well,
white
they gave him
wolf
a
suit.
full brand new
Yeah,
vibranium arm. So
yeah, 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 absolutely. But they did give him the White Wolf moniker in Black Panther. So
yeah,
Wakanda mutants, ha. What up, Anik Jones? What's going on, Danny? I gotta say this.
yeah.
Anik Jones didn't like Spider-Man too. We
Oh
agree with
Lord,
him.
I'm.
I know, I know.
Oh God.
I know. He said they called him that. Yeah, no, they did call him that in the movie. Spider Man was asked they didn't need Gene, Hulk, and Punisher. We'll get into that. Don't worry. We'll definitely get into that. Don't like the accent. Reminds me of MCU African dialect. You know what?
Sounds good to
I'll
me.
have to. Yeah, I have to watch it. I have to watch it to decide that. You know what I mean? Like, because I'll say this: when I first saw the trailer for Michael, I was listening to some parts of his voice, and I was like, meh. But then when I seen the movie, I was like, oh no, he sounds
Yeah, it
exactly
sounds
like
just
Mike.
like him,
Yeah,
buddy.
he sounds exactly like Michael. So, Spoiled Comics said it's an amazing book. Yeah, so that's why I'm wondering why the author is having a big issue. Maybe they changed a lot of the book that she didn't like. But again, at the same time, I think we talk about this. There's some things in books and comic books that just don't
Don't
work
translate.
well. Yeah, they don't translate well. Now, The Killing Joke, I think, is an amazing comic book, one of the best comic books, but it did not translate when they made that into the
A lot of
cartoon
people
for
didn't
me.
like that last scene, man.
Yeah, agreed. Like it didn't translate good, you know?
Yeah.
What up, Catalyst? How you doing? Thank you for popping in. Much appreciated. No, it's always a pleasure to see you. M'Baku's supposed to be the man ape, but we know that will not happen.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's listen.
But I think that's the good thing. I like him
It's
Baku the
because
way he is.
man ape is that's problematic.
Yeah.
It's problematic. You're gonna have a black man running around the street talking about, "Hey, you the man ape." You know what I
Hey,
mean?
I'm gonna tell you one thing. There's some Hispanics that was mad when um the Submariner Namor came out the water and his back was wet. I done heard that a lot, boy.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
A wetback?
they did not like that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And we wouldn't like Mbako being called man ape. That just it just it.
Gotta watch out for them tropes, boy.
Yeah, you got to be careful. So I can see Black Panther meets Avatar. Oh, I can see that kind of in the movie. I hear what you're saying. Music didn't fit the awesome story though. I think the music is just a trailer, though. I
Yeah.
don't think we'll have that kind of music in the movie, but I think it's just part of the trailer. You know.
Queen Bee gonna get her money. That's gonna enhance the movie in sales just on that alone.
Absolutely. Very true. Must support. I hate to tell people that they must support things, right? And do this because if it's not your genre,
Yeah.
then I get it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to tell someone to go watch a Black Panther movie when superhero movies aren't their genre, right? So I get that. But if it is, yeah, we should definitely support it.
Because
Mama
that's what
Bear,
happened to
yeah, go ahead.
Black Adam.
Yeah,
People just support it.
absolutely, 100%. And then, he got kicked out, right? But I think, I think Rock rubs people the wrong way with certain
Yeah,
things
I
too,
think
as well.
yeah.
The hierarchy of power is
Yeah.
changing and all kinds of stuff like that. So he rubs
But
people the
that could
wrong
have
way.
been that could have saved. They could have put him if they would have done it right. We could have seen. We should have seen him fighting Shazam.
Agreed.
Then it should have led to Shazam and Superman teaming up to fight Black Adam.
Agreed.
That would have been a whole lot better.
Agreed. 100%. Oh, Mama Bear, they wouldn't do that, but I get you. Absolutely. Woman King was good. Yeah, it was
Was
good.
good.
It was really good. It was better than I thought it was going to be, you
I
know?
did too.
The author has distanced herself from it is the only thing that concerns me. Me too. It does concern me because but again, I'm also like, if this is her first time getting one of her books adapted, right? She's going in there thinking, I'm going to get to see what I want to see, and I get this and that, and I want them to do this and that. And then when you realize it's like, well, that doesn't translate well, and
Yeah.
that could be the issue. I don't know, right?
Yeah.
But I know she had a lot of issues with some of the actresses on the set too as well. So,
There's some actors and actresses that got such a cachet. When you see them in a movie, sometimes you go just because they're in there. Viola
yeah,
Davis to me is one of them. Now
me
that
too.
movie she made when she was a president,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
it wasn't all that great. It was entertaining, but I
hmm
just mainly watched because Viola Davis in there, and I think she's a fire actress.
I liked seeing her in an action movie, though. I can't lie. The movie wasn't great, but I liked to see her kicking ass. I thought,
Yeah,
okay,
I mean
that's
it wasn't terrible. I would watch it
yeah, yeah.
again, but I was like, is this really believable? Her doing all that?
Absolutely, absolutely. What's good, fellas? I'm sorry I'm late. Brian said there was no stream today. He did.
So he sabotaged.
Oh,
The numbers are low.
hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to Brian. He sabotaged me. He said there's no stream today. Like, dude, you were the one that told me to bring Danny on, and you telling people there's no stream today. Maybe he meant tonight, right? I don't know if he's gonna be doing his solo stream tonight, so maybe he was talking about that. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get on him for that. No mention of Jean being recruited by Professor X. No mention of mutants. No mention of Peter Tech to create future mutant collars and the mutant powers. Don't worry, we're
Yeah.
gonna get into it, Nick Jones. You
Yeah.
jump in.
I got an answer for that.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? I'll wait till we get to that part. But I got
Oh,
an
okay.
answer for what he
I got you. You know what? Let me star it so I can bring it back there and you don't have to write it back. Just because the movie has good actors doesn't mean it's a box office smash. Look at Asteroid City.
You're like,
No,
ooh, I didn't say that.
I know. I know.
All I say is because I like a particular actor or actress, I may go to a movie just because of them. Because usually, in the case of Viola Davis, she don't pick no junk movies to be in.
Agreed. 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 They're already getting roasted for racist allegations. Man Ape would solidify it for normies. Oh, absolutely,
Can
100%.
you imagine somebody named Ryan on G&G if he made a joke about Paul Bunyan stepping on somebody's neck?
Yes.
He would have a
A
field day with
field
that.
day. Yes,
Like, oh,
100%.
praise the Lord, I got 2 million clicks about to happen.
100%. And then he has a video that I seen where I'm probably gonna have to get on his ass, all right? Because they like to use the let's talk about the blacks.
Oh, you seen the one where God, what's the famous YouTuber that does movies?
Which one?
He used the N word.
Really?
Yes, the big one that
Uh,
that streams with Myers, Robert Myers.
John Campia?
Yes, yes, they dug it up and he said it.
Really? Oh,
Yes,
was it
sir.
when? Oh, wait, was it when he was?
When he
No,
before
no.
he started, way before he
Oh,
started,
oh, really?
and they
Huh.
dug it up. He my niggas. And, I'm like,
Oh, really?
yeah, they got him.
That's interesting.
He
You know
sure
what? To
did.
be honest with you, like I said, man, I feel they just have an issue with everything black. You know what I mean?
Either
Doesn't matter
that
what it is.
or they are just playing the algorithm. I don't know which one is which. I don't know. I don't
Well, the
know.
Ryan one that you mentioned, I don't think he's playing the algorithm.
Yeah,
That dude
yeah.
is
He probably
straight up
probably
racist,
got a
bro.
hood in his closet.
Straight up racist. You know you racist when you say the blacks. Oh, it's time to talk about the blacks. You know what I mean? Like, motherfucker. Yeah. X-Men don't exist in the 616, not yet, but they will. That's why we're getting Secret Wars so they can bring everybody into the same universe. Eli, you know that. Very excited about the announcement. Samara Weaving to play Emma Foss, and I think they announced
She looked pretty good.
Wolverine
Look the
too.
part.
Yeah, yeah. They
Who's
announced
playing
Wolverine
Wolverine?
too. Hold on. I think I had it here. Did
There's
I?
a rumor the guy that played Harry Potter, but I don't know if he can pull it off.
No, I seen it twice. I thought it was fake because I don't want to really talk about something that I'm not exactly sure is real. No, I didn't post it. I didn't post it. But if I find it again, I'll let you guys know. But they did have a rumor that someone was supposed to be playing Wolverine. Said the music sounded great. Um, It's a Beyonce. It's good, but I don't think that's the music we're gonna get in the movie. So we'll get probably more African centric music. You know, Mutant Colors already existed. Wanda had one. She did. I don't know. I don't know. Said my bad, Fernando. In the RAF, interested. I'm so tired of slave movies. I don't want to see another black slave movie. I want to see more uplifting movies that create black excellence.
They need to
Well,
let
this,
Doja Cat do the soundtrack. I'll definitely be watching.
well, this isn't a slave movie though.
No,
If that's what you're
oh,
talking about, Anik Jones, this isn't a slave movie. It's an African movie that are doing it. But I agree with you. I don't want slave movies either anymore. I'm tired of seeing that. But yeah, please, enough with that narrative. Oh, the black, the white Black Panther. Nothing says Africa like Beyonce. At least it's not Shakira with her original song. Yeah, facts. The one that she said it was her. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Woman Bear. Uh, just got an ad. It didn't stop the video. Just muted and showed the ad on split screen. Yeah, YouTube is doing that now, where it's not cutting off the video, but you'll see a split screen and then the ad pops on. When I first seen it, I went into LDG and I was like, "Yo, LDG, what is this? Like, what is this? Interesting." Silver Star, absolutely. Says, Spoilers, I like the Brand New Day film, but Brand New Day, like every other Marvel film post Endgame, has been lacking in writing department. I can agree with you on that one. And we're going to get into that because I think there's a lot of issues in it. Is it a bad movie? Absolutely not, but there's a lot of issues in it. Said
scoring
agree.
Elihu-Who's, but if they do a slave movie like the Django Unchained, I'm there.
Oh,
That movie was
that
fire.
Django Unchained was
Yeah,
it
it was
was fire.
fire.
It was fire, but
The way he got him back at the end, I was cheering. You know, Samuel
yeah,
Jackson, my man. So
yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
glad when he killed that sucker.
It was fire, but yeah, I feel you. M'Baku based his African dialect off of the Ijibo tribe. Yeah, he did. And that's another thing too, right? So, as someone said about the dialect too, usually when I watch these movies, like especially Jamaican movies, I can tell right away. Oh, that's a horrible Jamaican accent. Oh, that's on fire, like beige and stuff like that. African, I do catch it a little bit, but not as much. So I have to actually see the movie and be able to like really listen to the way they're talking. Because, go ahead.
They said that guy that's playing T'Challa Jr. went to African whatever
Oh, he's African. Yeah,
for
he's
the,
African.
for the past year. So he's been
Yeah.
he's been working on it. So and he didn't go in there dressed all flashy. I was reading
Hmm.
some of he came on there and he was very humble. I think him and Shuri, the actress that plays Shuri, talked a long time because I think her and Chad was really tight.
Hmm.
So that's why I really think he got a job because he put more into it and he had like he really wanted it. I think
Hmm.
Ramson Idris, whatever his name, I think he just assumed he had it. I don't know if he really had it, but
It's
no.
possible. He said, "I'll say this: the African dialect in black is different from Children and Bone." I agree with you on that one, right? So I'll say this because I was watching. We talked about the Woman King, right? And John Boyega's in it,
Yep.
and I
Did
was
a good
like,
job.
I don't know. And then when I heard him, I was like, yeah, his African dialect is good. He
Hmm.
did a good job. You know what I mean? So, one, menace to society. Two, boys in the hood. Three, self. You mean self central? Oh no, self society for colored. Five, blood and blood out. Ooh,
So four
blood
is
and blood
colors.
out is fine.
I don't like colors.
Oh, colors. Yeah, I got you. So he said three, self society. You might mean self central.
Yeah.
I think you're talking about self central. You didn't
Central
like
was good.
Yeah,
That
South
was,
Central was good.
I think out of all of them, South Central is my favorite.
Ooh, okay. I did think South Central was really good. I think my favorite is Menace to Society. Um, but Blood and Blood Out would probably be second, to be honest with
I
you.
don't even never
I
seen that
love
one. So I don't know.
I love me some Blood and Blood Out.
I like the father and son aspect. He's fighting for his son.
Agreed. Agreed. That was fire. Hey, fellas, what's up, Derpy? He said, I see the fourth Spider-Man with no originality at 2:30, and I'll judge it if the glaze is real. Okay, so let us know what you think about it.
Yep.
The Rock is the Rock talks the way he does because of his wrestling background. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. But when you're going on there talking about the hierarchy is changing and I'm the new power in town, you rub people the wrong way when
I
you
think
do
he was
stuff like
trying to
that.
hype the movie up. And
Agreed.
I think if it would have made double what it made, we would have seen him still in there. But 300 million is not enough.
Agreed. In Black Panther, they use Exos, Zulu, Sethios, if I pronounced those right. If not, I apologize. But yeah, the dialect in Black Panther was okay. I think actually, and I hate to say this, but the worst dialect or the worst person that did the dialect, I think was Forrest Whitaker. I didn't like his African accent in Black Panther. I didn't think it was good. Why did I get a notification that Fast and Furious is developing into a TV show? Because they're making a TV series. I heard they're doing it, but they still ain't got the last movie out yet, so we'll see. Brian did not say no rewind this week. It was at the end of the show. He was tired and probably meant for him. I got you. I got you. I didn't hear about my Mexican peeps getting upset about Namir. That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't hear it either. I didn't hear it either.
Well,
But
I streamed with a
yeah,
Hispanic,
yeah,
and he didn't
yeah, yeah,
care for it.
yeah. I know. Winston Duke admits his accent was based specifically. Yeah, he did say it. He did say it. You're right, Mama Bear. I'm sure Brian meant no harm. Yeah. I'm not. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, just so fast.
I'll get on him, but yeah, that's right. Danny said Brian gets no cast. You're correct. I know that the actress that played Obsession wants to play Mystique. Really
Right.
interesting. The Woman King is my daughter's favorite movie. It's good. It's good. A lot of people trash it. Oh, it's not accurate and blah blah blah
Did
blah.
it get
And
nominated? 'Cause it should have won an Oscar for something.
I don't think it did,
I
Danny. I
don't
don't
think
think
so
it
either.
did.
I wonder why.
The issue is it felt forced in Blood and Bone. The African accent you're talking about, I got you. Slave and Holocaust movies are too tough to watch for me. No, I feel you. Some of them can be. Some of them can be. That movie with Denzel Washington when he was getting ripped real bad was fire, but hard to watch. Forgot the name of
About
that
Glory?
movie. Glory. Glory is amazing. I love that movie till this day. I think Glory is absolutely fire. Morgan Freeman, Denzel Washington, cast is great. Yeah, I like Glory. Best thing about The Woman King is that it was filmed. It was filmed that Vampire Chronicle fans found its Ahsoka actress from. Okay, I got you.
Akasha.
Akasha actress from. Thank you. Fernando, have you watched The Man in the High Castle? Nope.
Never heard of
Yes,
it.
sir. Said Sir, he meant South Central. Yeah, no worries. Don't be a menace to Saturday while drinking your
It's
juice in the
crap.
hood. Watch your
That
mouth,
that's
Danny.
that's a black movie I would not support.
Watch your mouth, Danny.
Okay.
Watch your mouth, Danny. That
No.
movie is fire. That movie is funny as hell. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. You know what I mean? That movie's funny. You can't
I'm
do
gonna tell
that.
you what's funny. Pootie Tang. That's funny.
Okay, so Pootie Tang's on the same lines though.
No,
Yes. Yes,
no,
Pootie Tang is silly as hell, Danny.
man, I love Pootie Tang. I can watch that all day.
He said, "Oh, I know I'm enjoying it. They're not going to pronounce those African tribes. I got you. Mama Bear, I know that. She had an interview too. I got you. Anyone that knows about the status of the Mission Impossible TV series or spin-off films? Nope. Um, I thought that was Tom Cruise's last Mission Impossible, and it didn't really make as much money as it was supposed to at the box office, so it's probably done for him. But you never know. They put enough money in his hands, he'll come back for another one.
Oh yeah.
He said, I need to watch The Woman King. Yes, you do. You see, people hated on The Woman King because of the name, right?
Yep.
Woman King. Oh,
Yep.
you're not a Woman King and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that woke stuff again.
Yeah, it was so dumb. It was so dumb. Slave and Holocaust movies aren't supposed to be happy, fun times. No, they're not, but they are hard to watch, though. Yes, I did see The Man in the High Council. Oh, Meteor Man and Blank Man is fire. 100%. 100% Eli. And they were talking about, it was a bunch of YouTubers. I don't know if they're actually talking about doing it, but they were talking about, a remake of Meteor Man, and they were talking about Eldridge Hodge playing the Meteor Man, and I was like, yeah, definitely, let's do it.
Stop watching the Eldridge Hodge if he does that.
He said, I enjoyed Pootie Tang. Pootie Tang with what? Slap it on the west side. You know what I mean?
Stop that thing. Man, I don't know who that guy is, man, but they got to be a Pootie Tang too, bro.
Pootie Tang is hilarious. Okay, you guys talking stuff? Said, yep. And then Fernando said, I'm going to get you, sucker, was hilarious. It was. It was. I liked I'm going to get you, sucker. Can I get one rib? Yeah, I love I'm going to get you, sucker. I just haven't had time to watch it. That's why. I got you. When you get time, check it out. It's a really good movie. Danny won't see Don't Be a Menace, but would watch Trash Ass, Naked Gun, and Spaceballs. Shaking my head.
Apparently you think you know me, but I don't watch none of that stuff.
Danny didn't watch no Naked Gun. I don't know if Danny's gonna watch Spaceballs. Danny, you're not watching. What?
Yeah, sure ain't. I ain't never watched the first one.
What?
I know he don't know who he talking about.
Wait.
I've never seen it.
Oh my God, you've never seen Spaceballs?
Nope, and I'm good with it. Absolutely good with it. I see them little clips y'all play and references. Never watched it. Ain't got no desire to watch it. And I sure ain't never watched no Naked Gun. So I know you don't know.
Hold on. Okay, I know the remake to Naked Gun you didn't see, but you didn't see the original Naked Gun.
First one with like Leslie Nielsen, whatever.
Yes,
I seen that one, but that remake with what's his name?
Yeah, that was trash.
My money watching that trash.
Yeah, no, that was absolute garbage. That was absolute garbage. I hated that. CB4 with Chris Rock was also funny. Oh, 100. Because I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm bliggity black, and I'm black, y'all.
Yep.
Forgot to put New Jack City on that list.
That's probably all-time favorite.
New Jack City is fire. Spaceballs is hilarious. Thank you, G Major. This is one of your co-hosts, Danny, telling you.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Danny needs a watch party for Spaceballs.
Negative.
I think Danny would only do it if someone's coming in there throwing super chats on him left and right.
Exactly. What's that one that Chris like? Is
which one? And I'm the one that smokes weed.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show?
That mess. Yeah, I wouldn't watch that.
I ain't never watched
my
that.
thing.
Never
Me neither. Me neither. I never watched that one either. But Spaceballs, a parody of Star Wars. Oh my God, that was absolutely fire. 100%. Eli, let's get Danny to a space. I'm gonna tell Danny we're gonna do a watch party for like a different movie and throw on Spaceballs. Let's do it.
You think y'all control my computer? You do that? Because you don't. No, sir.
Guys, thank you for all the comments. Let us know what you think about this movie. Are you going to go see it? Are you going to go support it? I think we should support it if it's your type of thing. If not, I get it. But I definitely will be seeing that first day in IMAX. What about you, Danny?
Oh, yeah. Not IMAX, but I'm going to see it.
Absolutely. So check it out. We're going to move on to the next topic, guys, which is going to be a good one. Let's do it. All right. So my bad. Move Danny over here because Danny is going to control it. I will share this tab here, and I don't know why it's blank, but huh.
Talking about the Wonder Man one.
Yes, yes. What is going on with my computer? You guys can see hear me, right?
Yep.
Okay, okay. I thought I was frozen for some reason. All right, Danny. It's not sharing my screen for some reason.
I need to share my screen with you.
No, 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 no. Go ahead. I'll get it up.
All right, it says Wonder Man canceled after first season at Disney Plus. Why does it keep popping off?
Your one's doing it too?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it's the site.
I'll try and read it real quick. It says updated with Yaha. It keeps popping off.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I can find another article for this, guys, because for some reason it keeps messing up. So, Wonder Man canceled. Look at that. Minute we get a new blood up in here, everything kind of messes up. You know what I'm saying? Look at this shit.
Can't blame it on me.
All right. Hold on. Let me do this. I'm going to send you this article here, Danny, in the private chat. All right. There we go. This one should work, guys. Let's do it.
All right. Sharing it now?
Yeah, hold on. There we go. No, which one are we doing? We're doing Wonder Man. Yes. I got it. All right.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Maybe it's your stuff. Can you guys hear me? I'll go through this comment. Dude, RHPS is a classic. Let's do the time warp again.
I got it now.
Can you hear me now? Okay, good. All right.
All right. Ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
It says Wonder Man not returning for season 2 at Disney Plus exclusive. Wonder Man has been canceled at Disney Plus. Variety has learned exclusively. The news comes despite the fact that Disney announced a season 2 renewal for the show back in March, roughly 2 months after it debuted. According to sources, a writer's room for season 2 was never opened, and the show writers have been released to pursue other projects. Yahya Abdul Mateen, I think the second, and Ben Kingsley starred in the series as Simon Williams and Trevor Slattery, respectively. The season 1 cast also included ex Mayo, Demetrius Grasse, Slakato Uric, Arian Moyed, and Olivia Thurber.
Mm-hmm.
Was created by Destin Daniel Creaton and Andrew Guest, with Creaton also directing the first 3 episodes. Guest served as the showrunner. Wonder Man debuted in a strong critical acclaim upon its premiere, with the first season holding a 91% critical approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. In her review of the Variety, Allison Herman wrote, Abdul Mateen and Kingsley make their characters equally ridiculous and romantic, urged on by a motivation more intimate and individual than saving the world. Mateen earned an Emmy nomination for Outstanding Lead Actor in this comedy series for his work on the show, making him the only live actor to get an Emmy nod for both a Marvel and DC project, following his win for his work on HBO's Watchmen. Disney did not release any viewership data for the show, though it did make a single appearance in the Nielsen streaming for top charts for the week of its release. The show managed to crack the number 8 position on the streaming top 10 original charts for the week of January 26th to February 1st, but fell off the chart the following week. According to an individual with knowledge of the situation, while Wonder Man is not proceeding with season 2, the characters featured in the series could still appear in other Marvel projects in the future. The official logline said that aspiring Hollywood actor Simon Williams is struggling to get his career off the ground during a chance meeting with Trevor, an actor whose biggest roles may be well behind him. Simon learns legendary actor Von Kovac is remaking the superhero film Wonder Man. These two actors are opposite ends of their careers, dodgingly pursue life-changing roles in this film as audience get a peek behind the curtain for the entertainment industry. The renewal for Wonder Man was an anomaly for Marvel, as virtually all the live-action series have launched on Disney Plus and been single season. Those TV shows like WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Loki. Loki had more than one season. Starring Tom
I did.
Hiddleston did air for 2 seasons, while the WandaVision spinoff Vision Quest is currently in the works. WandaVision also spawned the spinoff Agatha All Along, starring Catherine Hahn. Disney Plus also relaunched the Marvel Netflix series Daredevil under the title Daredevil Born Again in March 2025. And the second season for this show debuted in March 24. A third season is slated to debut in 2027.
All right. So, what are your thoughts on it being canceled, Danny?
I don't care. I do
Wow.
not care.
Did you not like the first season?
It was okay, but ain't nothing I'm gonna miss.
Wow. I thought the first season was good. Listen, it surprised me. I thought this was going to be an ass of a TV show. And then when I started watching, I'm like, okay, it's good, it's different. Like I get you didn't get to see him you do any superhero stuff and it wasn't about that, you know what I mean? So I get all of that too. But I personally was like, this is interesting. And then I remember hearing that it was renewed for season 2.
I remember hearing that too.
So they renewed it and then canceled it again. And the reason why I want to bring up this one and then the next topic, which Johnny will be doing, which is Blade 2 as well, is because Marvel has been effing up black characters for a minute.
I didn't put that together with that, but I see where you're going.
This is a problem. It's a real problem, right? Okay, so I'm going to channel my inner Bryon for a minute.
Uh-oh.
All right?
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
I'm going to channel my inner Bryon for a minute. So you have T'Challa, the first Black Panther movie that makes over $1 billion. Great. Got people together. Everybody did what they did. Tragedy happens. Chadwick Boseman dies. You make Wakanda Forever. You kill him off in the movie. It doesn't do as well. Then you're going to do a Black Panther 3, and instead of recasting T'Challa, you're giving us T'Song. And people, and Marvel, they already know what people are saying online. Let's not act like they don't know that what people are saying online about this and what's going on. And I think Bryon said it kind of best is where they made a decision and now they're sticking to that decision, right? Personally, I've always said I just want to see black men get jobs, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see black men in big projects. I want to see I don't do the fantasy thing is killing me. I get the representation part, but I more or less want to see our people shine. That's what I want to see. So if being T'Challa or T'Song can help him shine and get onto bigger and better things and better paychecks, and because Jonathan Majors to me was supposed to be one of the top actors of our time right now.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And so I want to see that. That's what I want to see. But at the end of the day, you can't get a Blade movie done. You're canceling a Wonder Man movie that you thought was going to be trash because you dropped it all at one time. Then you realized that people liked it and it got critically acclaimed. It got really high numbers on Rotten Tomatoes and fans were enjoying it. And then you renew it and cancel it? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah. Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Now I did Roberto. I forgot the question that fast. It'll come back to me.
Yeah, no problem.
But I can see what you're saying on that because look at the Riri.
Yes.
Part. I thought it started off slow.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that it finished it finished well to me. It had me interested.
Mm-hmm.
And see how they did. And even Samuel Jackson not immune to this because Secret Invasion started off strong.
Yes.
Ended up crappy. So I don't know whether it's intentional sabotage, but it makes one kind of look at your side eye and say,
Armor Wars. We were supposed to get an Armor Wars with Rhodey leading it, right? We ain't getting that anymore.
Oh yeah, I know.
So
Okay.
yeah, go ahead.
Now we always talk about canon.
Hmm.
Talk about rebooting, and I think I heard you and Brand say they can't reboot Star Wars. Is that your opinion?
I think they shouldn't. Yeah, they
Okay.
can do it. I don't think they should.
Okay. Now in this decision they made, they killed T'Challa. So
Hmm.
how recasting him? You can't recast him now because he's dead.
Yeah, but they're going to after Secret Wars. They're going to reboot the universe, right? So if you reboot the universe, you can bring back T'Challa. You don't need to use T'Challa, and I think that's where the problem is. Like they're rebooting the universe, right? You're gonna get a new Iron Man. You're gonna get a new Captain America. Well, why the fuck can't you get a new T'Challa?
Okay.
Excuse my language.
No, you good. That's a valid point. But I'm saying they killed T'Challa in this, and I'm really not saying this to try to spark Brandon if he's watching, but they got a fantastic actor according to what people are saying.
Hmm.
Let's at least look at the movie first before we judge it. Then if it flies on your side of the story, like I told you, then okay, I'll be like, okay, you're right. But what if this guy is good? What if these stories they make for T'Challa is good, and we start seeing that he's T'Challa Junior and start seeing him as T'Challa?
Well, I think that's what they're planning on doing. Like we talked about this before, right? Many times where I was like, yeah, they're not going to call him T'Challa in the movies. They're going to call him T'Challa.
Yeah.
It technically it's T'Challa's son, but they're kind of using it as a way to reboot. Where guys, we're only going to call him T'Challa. We're not going to use the T'Challa name in anything, right? So I get that, but the problem that the recast people are having is that it's still not the original T'Challa, and I get it. To me, it's a little bit of semantics,
But there's
right?
more than one way to get to your job. You can
Yeah,
drive
no,
a
I
car to
get it.
get
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
job, or you can ride the train.
yeah, yeah,
As
yeah,
long as you get to the destination, is that what's important?
yeah. 100%,
One of my
one hundred
main
percent.
arguments they talk about, well, he comes from a broken home, and bruh, there are plenty of people come from broken homes. I don't care if you come from a broken home. If you got the right morals put in you, or if you're a good man, or whatever the case may be, a good woman, it don't matter because I mean, that's just a title.
I get you. I hear you. But one thing I will say, which I do agree with, is that he wasn't raised in Africa. You know what I mean? In Wakanda.
Yeah,
Africa, Wakanda, right? So he was raised in Haiti. He wasn't raised in Wakanda.
but I'm pretty
So
sure she doesn't teach him their ways.
yeah,
She
no, I get
she
it.
is not gonna let him go there unprepared.
No, I get it. I see that, but I just understand the point where he wasn't into the Wakanda culture from the beginning. You know what I mean? They shipped him off to Africa, and he grew up over there. So I understand it. I get it,
Yeah,
100%. I get
isn't
why
it kind of
people are
like
upset about it.
you weren't raised in Jamaica, but you know the Jamaican ways?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I do, right? But I could
Yeah, that's
never
what I'm
call
saying.
myself. I could never call myself Jamaican, though. You know what I mean?
But like, wasn't doesn't isn't is he Jamaican?
Roberto is Jamaican.
He don't live there, but he know their
Yeah,
ways.
and he calls himself Jamaican, 100%. I get it. I
Yeah,
get it,
yeah.
100%. I do completely
I just want to
understand
make
that.
sure everyone
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
understand.
I do understand that 100%. I'm just saying, to me, it feels like
Maybe not you, but they call me African American. I set foot in Africa, but
Oh yeah,
I
100%.
ain't been nowhere other than them 2 days I was at Africa. I ain't
I
learning
to
about
be
Africa.
honest with you, I don't understand the African American thing.
Not
Anyways,
doing
I think it's stupid. You know what I mean? Just say
right.
freaking black people.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not that hard, right?
Don't
They
say
want to.
two words. Don't say to me. Don't
Yes,
say the colored. I can't
yes.
stand that.
Me too.
Don't say the other word.
Yes, the N word, right?
Other
Don't
than
say
that,
those things.
yeah.
And
Other,
both N words, because I don't like Negro either. You know what I
I
mean?
don't mind
It,
that.
I know I get it. It's funny, right? But it's still to me. It was like to me. It's like they tried to find a nicer way to say the N word,
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
say Negro. You know what I mean? That they really want
The
to say the
Negro
N word.
population.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. You
you
know,
better keep it at Negro club. You go like nigga, be some furniture moving, buddy.
facts, 100%. So I get it, but I just think that Marvel has to do a better job of black characters. They really need to do a better job with what they're doing with black characters. 'Cause we're gonna get into another one. So and not only did they do Mahershala Ali dirty, he did this good thing and he called out Marvel for it. So I do appreciate that, you know? Fernando said, I got Danny's back. Spaceball is overrated. Oh my God, Fernando.
Thank you, Fernando.
Oh my Lord. What are we doing here? You know, if Bryon was here, he would get on you for that, right? Listen, there's a part in Spaceballs. It is so funny, right? They're looking in the desert and they're trying to find something, and they said, "Let's comb the desert," right? So you see
like
how
a rake.
yeah, yeah, you see a whole bunch of white combs, right? And then you see the two black guys using the pick. You find anything? We ain't found shit. You know what I mean?
I seen that part.
That shit is funny, man. It's funny. If you watch the Rocky Horror Show, you need a fan on the panel that knows the insert comment. Oh, that's you, Mama Bear? We got you. You
Mama
already
Bear,
know.
I love you, but I'm not watching no Rocky. That is not happening. That is nowhere near my bucket to check off.
I probably won't watch it either, to be honest with you.
No.
I found the Rocky Horror Show.
$1,000,000. I'll watch it then.
Ain't nobody paying you $1,000,000 to watch a movie, Daddy.
100.
Okay, I can do 100. I can do 100. I found the Rocky Horror Show way too weird when I was a kid. I don't know. I don't think I ever really cared to watch it. You know what I mean?
Say this, we both can say this, but we were interracial. That's white people stuff. Don't nobody watch it. I don't know a single black person who watch that.
I ain't get you. I bet you Bryon did. I'm really saying.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Facts.
Him and Brandman probably watched it.
Yeah, guaranteed. 100% they did. Guaranteed. Josh Gad made an appearance at SDCC. Guess we'll never know how he escaped the dark dimension. You said that before. I don't get the reference, Eli. Explain it to me.
Yeah, I don't know what
you
you're
know,
talking about.
my nerdy mind doesn't go that far.
Yeah, that's too deep down the rabbit hole, bro. Come up for air.
Just watching the Rocker Horror Story is a mistake. It's an interactive experience. Okay. Said a 168 million in single day Spider-Man Brand New Day just delivered the biggest opening day in box office history, surpassing Avengers Endgame 157 record. Yeah, I seen that. I'm shocked.
I don't see
I can't say I'm shocked, but
it's
man,
it's not good as Endgame.
No, I don't think so either. But if it continues at this pace and people are loving it, right? Yeah. Listen, me and Danny, okay, I get it. There's people out there are giving this movie 10 out of 10, saying it's the best Spider-Man movie they've ever seen. If it keeps this momentum,
it's going to get close to $2 billion.
If not more, it might surpass Endgame. That would be crazy.
Yep. It'd be good for the genre.
Absolutely, 100%. Because now, Marvel knows with this momentum of Brand New Day, Doomsday's a walk in the park.
Yep.
Doomsday's a walk in the park.
Spider-Man gets $2 billion. I'm here to tell you, Doomsday gonna get $1 billion.
Yes, guaranteed, 100%. Say yes, we can hear you. We can hear you. Okay, great. We heard everyone. So, this one, Vendetta. Yeah. I'm not sure. It really sucks about Wonder Man getting canceled. Yeah, it was pretty good. How long have you known me and you can't say Yaya's name? The H is silent. I can say his name. I can say Yaya. Danny couldn't say Yaya. I can say Yaya.
And they're important to me to know his name. But thank you for it. Yaya's name. Okay. I get it now. Thank you.
Well, we know Mom Bear loves off some Yaya, right? So you got to say his name right.
I'm sorry. I'll put some respect on his name.
Facts.
I'll do it for you.
Top 10 when it opened, and it's only Emmy-nominated MCU show. Let that sink in. Exactly. Danny sounds messed up.
How about now?
No, oh yeah, no, Danny sounds good. Yeah, at one point it went off a little bit, but it came back. It's basically yeah, we know. So I never watched Wonder Man, but unfortunately, it's becoming a noticeable pattern, a big pattern, a pattern that's a problem when it comes to black super, and we don't have that many,
Nope. And
right?
spell your name like it sounds. Don't get all that creative stuff. My name is Danny. D-A-N-N-Y. I don't spell no D-A-N-H-N-P-Y. Spell it Yaya. You want me to pronounce it right?
It's an African name, Danny. It's Anzo kind of
Okay.
way,
Well,
right? You know what I mean? You
you're
look at
American
my
now.
name. You look at my name. My name don't sound like
Yes,
you
it
know what I
does.
mean?
I see Anzo all day.
I told y'all it was going to be good. Yeah, you did. You did tell us Wonder Man was going to be good. I agree. And I remember we were trashing it. Said it's probably going to be trash. Looks trash. Says you get a good actor like this to play Wonder Man, and it was good. It was good. He said, "Team, I don't care." He's right with you, Danny. The black character's always getting the shaft, big time. It sounds like Danny is harder to please than Anzo,
For what?
like movies in general and stuff like that. Oh, Danny is harder. Well, I wouldn't. No, no, no. Hold on. Okay, let me be clear.
Depends on the genre.
Danny is not harder to please than me. Danny has the worst freaking takes on YouTube. That's the problem. Right? That's what I'm talking
Lately, we've
about.
been on the line with stuff.
We have, which means my takes are probably bad too at this
Oh,
point.
okay.
He said Anzo. Yes, that is correct. Thank you. They canceled Armor Wars. They did cancel Armor Wars. He said, oops, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You know what? I'm used to people messing up my name. It's all good. But I've been on the stream long enough, Fernando, that you should know it. I'm just saying. Right? They are disrespecting black characters. I'll list them: Black Panther, Monica Rambeau, Blade, Rhodey, dare I say Kang. You know what? I even forgot about Monica Rambeau.
Yeah, I thought of when you saying that she crossed my mind, but I just didn't get a chance to say it. But
Yeah, go
yep,
ahead. What do you think about
I
her
just saying when
being?
you were saying about the black characters
Oh,
being
okay.
canceled, they kind of they
Yeah.
got her on the shelf. They kind of got Storm on
Mm-hmm.
the shelf. I do like X Men '97 because they're showcasing. Well, they ain't really showcasing Storm, but they really
That.
shining Bishop.
Yes. Yes.
So
That and go ahead.
I'm very
Sorry.
pleased with that because Bishop always
And
been one of my favorite characters.
me too, 100%. But I will say that, and I said this last night when we did our solo. We talked about it later. Then I have a problem with the fact that I'm like, wait, why are we getting these X-Men? Why isn't Storm going on this mission? Why isn't Cyclops? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're getting these X-Men that I'm not really
Familiar with. Yeah,
not even familiar with, but don't like B characters.
yeah.
Nightcrawler's a B character.
I don't know now.
To me, he kind of is a B
Man,
character. You know what I mean?
Nightcrawler had one of the coldest scenes on Future
Eh,
Past, boy, in that
Agreed. Agreed.
in the White
I
House.
mean, X-Men 2. X-Men
Yeah,
2, yeah. Yeah, I know, I agree with you. But I just want to see more of the original characters. Storm, Cyclops, you know what I mean? Jean Grey, I want to see that. So it's just weird. Why why are people okay when Ross was recast after the actor died, but major uproar when T'Challa recast? Yeah? I So we say it all the time. I think it's because they had more time with Chadwick Boseman, and it was harder for
really,
them to do that.
really,
But
the world don't care about General Ross.
yeah,
The world
they didn't
cared
care.
about T'Challa, and when
They
Chadwick
did.
Boseman died out of the blue, a lot of this is what they call a emotional knee jerk grieving reaction.
Absolutely,
Nobody,
absolutely.
I mean, I think William Hurt was a good actor, but how many people is up in arms about oh General Ross? He's not that. Chadwick Boseman and Black Panther was a linchpin. They were going to build off of him.
hmm
Nobody
They
cares
weren't
about
building
General
off of
Ross.
Ross. Yeah, they weren't building off of Ross. Team Majors all day. I am too until he started doing that movie with the Daily Wire, right? So we'll see where it goes with that. But
That better
yeah,
pay his bills, bro.
and I get it, 100%. I get it. When the logo designer for Blade was the first person who said Blade was nuked. Yeah, definitely Kang. He was acquitted, but they brought back Gunn. Exactly. And the fact that Kang, what he was charged for was like a misdemeanor, right?
Yeah.
The one intentional, the two intentionals,
Citation.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, Danny. The two intentional ones, they were like not guilty.
Yep.
So it's obviously that he never meant to hurt that woman. And Marvel still was like, nope. Not just Marvel, Hollywood in general. Why is that?
Mm.
Why is that this man who got acquitted of the bigger crimes, right? And the ones that were just like misdemeanors, he still can't get a job in Hollywood. It's because they knew he was going to blow up,
Now
right?
let this
And
sink in. Now this guy did that and was acquitted, but we got the man in office
yes,
that they're cheering for. That's like
yes,
convicted felon over
yes,
not 10, not 20, but 30 different crimes, 30
yes,
something, and we cheer him. Some of our
yes,
society, but we take a fair
absolutely.
chairman and destroy this man's life, who we showed was innocent. A misdemeanor citation, something here in South Carolina, we have something called PTI, pre-trial intervention. You go to that little course, it takes it off your record like it never happened.
Absolutely. It was
That's
so
why
stupid. Yeah,
that's
go
why
ahead.
I banned Marvel for a year.
For the year. Absolutely. 100%. And I agreed with you absolutely because there was no reason for them to do this man dirty like that. Not to mention the fact that he can't even get a job now. That
Nope.
makes no sense to me. Right? It just doesn't. It feels to me like
Bruh.
buck breaking. That's the
Right,
word I'm going to use to say it nicely.
right now, James Gunn better reach out to him because his neck is in the
Yes.
guillotine. The
100%.
blade just ain't dropped yet. But if this next movie, Man of Tomorrow, whatever it is, if this thing in a home run, James Gunn gonna be
100%.
unemployed.
Give him steel or something. You know
Yes,
what I mean? Give him a role in the DCU. Everybody deserves a second chance.
I
I
agree.
could understand if he actually beat the shit out of
Yeah,
that woman. I could understand that, but he didn't. That wasn't what happened. So he deserves a second
in
chance.
video footage where he's trying to run away
Bruh,
from the
he's
problem.
running away.
Running
Like,
away from the problem. That's one of the
yes,
biggest things in law enforcement. We say who was the primary aggressor.
thank you.
If we can determine who's the primary aggressor, then that person goes to jail, not the person that's trying to run away from the problem.
Thank you. And let me ask you this, Danny, right? Someone takes your phone, right? Regardless of what the reason is. Okay, the man probably had some woman texting him. You know what I mean? I get it. She
Uh-huh.
flipped out. She tried to grab his phone. He was fighting to get his phone back. Isn't aren't you allowed to use
By the
some
letter
sort of
of the
force
law,
to get your
that could be
property back?
that if you get the right lawyer, that could be petty larceny.
Thank you.
You stole my phone without my permission.
Thank
You
you.
physically took the phone. So by the letter of the law, if they want to get so micro sensitive with him, she took his phone. He didn't want to take his phone. That's larceny.
Thank you.
That's what the statute reads. So I never did agree with that Jonathan Major thing. It sticks in my craw. I turn to Bryon a little bit when I start talking about it. So that's why I don't really talk about it. But he was done wrong, man. He was done.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%. And that's why it's like, I know I'm mad at him for doing the Daily Wire stuff, but then again, at the end of the day, like you guys said, he needs to eat, he needs to make money,
Yep.
right? So I get it. I do. I do. And I'm kind of like easing up on my stance on that because at first I was just like, I can't believe he would do that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day,
You
when
would
you're
think.
desperate,
I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know if he obligated or what kind of his hands may be tied, but you would think that between him, Michael B. Jordan, and Ryan Coogler, they could do some independent projects.
facts.
They could
Facts.
kind of, or Tyler Perry or something. I know you don't like Tyler Perry, but he could do some of those Tyler Perry movies.
100%. 100%. I agree with you. I agree with you. They have a multiverse. Absolutely. The actor from The Long Walk is an excellent actor. He's great. He
Yep.
is a good actor. I don't deny that. He's a good actor. I've seen a few movies he was in. He was really good. Y'all heard me say this years ago. Yes, Mama Bear, you are correct. We did. The biggest mistake Marvel ever made was allowing Ant-Man beating Kane instead of making Kang nuke Ant-Man and his family to make him feel dangerous. I agree. I agree with you like that. And again, I say that too because I also go back to the Hulk, right? I think they depowered the Hulk in the MCU. And if they had kept Hulk the way he was or he should have been when he had that fight with Thanos, would have made Thanos feel even more menacing, you know? They on OTN. I'm not sure what that abbreviation means, but you'll tell me. He'll always be Toussaint T'Challa for me. I got you. Danny, it's almost like you didn't hear any of my problems.
What you
Shaking
talking
my
about?
head. Huh?
Who is
Not
Paul
sure.
Trump?
That's I believe that's probably Bryon, you know.
He asked for a link.
Oh, he did? Oh, send me the link. Wait. Is that you,
Paul,
Bryon?
Paul Comics, whatever it is.
Is that you, Bryon, or is that Tank? Where do you want me to send the link to? I'll send the link. Hold on. Because Bryon already has. Oh, maybe it's because he's on vacation. He can't get it. But if that is if that is Bryon, I told you he would pop up when the T'Challa stuff came on, Danny. I
Like a
told you.
virus.
I told you. Yeah, I told you.
There's me.
Hold on. Okay, it is. All right, I got you. All right, so I'm sending it to your Twitter right now, Danny. Bryon. Cool.
Then
Cool.
it's almost like you didn't hear any of my problem. What problem you talking about?
You got it, Bryon. It's there. Let me know when you got it. I think they should reboot Star Wars. They're not Bible stories. Let's not be too strict about it. They can do it. I don't want them to. That's the thing, right? I really don't want them to.
They can reboot anything after episode 3.
I agreed. Agreed.
If they want
Agreed.
to get rid of a 7, 8, 9, go right ahead.
Agreed.
1 through
100%.
6, let it stay intact.
100%. I agree. I agree. They're not rebooting the universe. They just not.
Hey, why we going Star Wars? I want to give Star Wars Theory a round of applause.
Oh yeah.
Because his 20-minute movie is better than the last 4 Star Wars movies I've seen.
I am definitely so two things I am going to review. I was gonna do the Ryan Kennel stuff, but I'm definitely gonna do a review on that start because I know you guys know I don't like fan fiction, right? I'm like, but when I seen it, I was like, oh, this is kind of fire.
Boy,
So yeah, I'm definitely gonna redo. I'm
when
definitely
Mace
gonna
came
redo
out, oh my lord!
that. That's why I sent it to you. The minute I seen Mace, I was like, oh, Danny's gonna love this.
Bruh.
You know.
That's the best thing I've seen in Star Wars since Revenge of the Sith.
He said, "My cue, I'm not stepping in the house. I got you. Hey, Jen, what's up? How you doing? Thank you for popping in. Much appreciated.
What's up, Miss Jen?
Well, where I'm at, they say the C word. Yeah.
Colored?
Yeah, colored.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I know, Daddy. I know. The Haiti Africa thing as an African. Yep, absolutely. Just asking why is the backlash so no matter what, the Jon Stewart casting also got some backlash. So Jon Stewart got some backlash because a lot of people don't think he's dark enough to play.
Yeah, I'm kind of on that boat.
Really? I don't do the colorism, so I'm good with it.
I
I
think
don't.
if you're trying to go for authenticity, other person, it need to be kind of close.
The only problem I
I mean,
have with
I'm
it.
gonna
Yeah,
watch
go
it
ahead.
because it looked fire.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
if he was darker, had a bald head, I ain't even seen John Stewart with hair.
The only problem that I have with it is, or because I know in the comic book he's had different shades of black, right? There are some where he's a darker shade, and there's some where he's a lighter shade. So I don't have a problem with it. And Aaron Pierre, I'm sorry, is fire. When he did that movie Ridge,
Yeah, when he
that
was
was lit.
Yeah, he good now. I think he gonna kill it.
Me
But
too.
I don't think he looked the part. But hey,
I think
I
he's
will
gonna kill
I
it
will
too.
quickly get over that if it's good.
At least I've seen Spaceballs. I'm not, and I'm under 40. Good job.
So
Good
you
job.
want an award for that or something?
Good job. I'm glad you've seen it. I'm glad you've seen it. Look. I told you. He said the anger. Brian, get your butt in here, man. I sent you the link, bro. Get in here. Take a deep breath. Get in here. Hey, Anzo. What's up, collector? How you doing? Rocky Rocks? Rocky what? The movie or?
Come on, Rain. No, you talking about Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, I got you. Oh, no,
That sounds like something that you have to be on weed to enjoy. So
probably.
no.
Listen, hey, hold on. We ain't gonna be doing this weed thing, Danny.
No, I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying.
I know.
I gotta have something to drunk or something for me to watch that. I don't.
Oh
That
yeah,
ain't like nothing
100%.
I ever watch in my right mind.
Well, you know you won't be high because you ain't smoking no weed.
So
So
I have to take a drink.
yeah,
I have to go
absolutely.
back into my old Danny and drink a couple of Coca rums.
I told you anyways. Danny comes to Montreal, I'm gonna get him high.
Oh no, that would
So,
never.
grab your water gun and a bag of rice. So just woke up, could not sleep last night. It took me forever to fall asleep. Yeah, I know the feeling. I've had insomnia for the past 2 weeks. My girl's been having insomnia too as well. So I get that. Oh, Mama Bear, I said what I needed to say. Haiti versus Africa is a different topic. I got
Let
you.
me show you the cure for insomnia.
Go ahead. Josh God went through Doorman was lost. Oh, I got you. I got you in the series. I got you. Spider-Man is his own IP. Absolutely. Spider-Man is bigger than Marvel and Sony. I at this point I don't deny that. I really don't deny that. You guys are killing it with the comments, so I appreciate it 100%. Keep them coming.
I should give
Keep
me
them coming.
They should pay me for this. But buddy, this stuff right here.
NyQuil honey, put you to sleep.
I give it 20
Okay.
minutes, buddy.
All right.
You be like,
Actually, Anzo, Doomsday can't underperform, but I think it will. When you say underperform, do you mean like not make as much money, or just not as much as Spider Man? Because I'm not sure it's gonna make as much as Spider Man right now. To be honest with you, said I do love Yaya. He's an amazing actor. Absolutely. Yaya's family is Nigerian. I got you. So let's be real. It was only nominated 40 for one episode. That's only one that charted, the Doorman episode. I got you. But even getting one is good, right? Like, if no other Marvel shows even got one, I'm okay with that. Brand New Day has a 98% audience score. That's crazy.
yes.
Good morning, collector. Oh my gosh, I need to turn off the notifications. Thailand is making a Twilight TV series. Yeah, okay. She said, cough, cough, Catwoman, cough, cough. Oh, hold on. First, let me do this. All right. Gotta get rid of this one here. And then I gotta bring in the man, the myth, the legend.
Yes.
Bryon, what's
Let's
up?
see if we can bring in the white T'Challa. What's his name? Katina?
Right now, looking right at you, Danny. You come on my show as a guest, and you gonna piss me off with this stuff? Oh my God,
I feel
this
so
is
good.
crazy.
I feel so good doing
This is
this,
so
bro.
crazy. I'm
I'm
like, look,
gonna see if I can dig deeper into my bag.
that's okay. That's all right. I'm gonna do a whole show next week, just pissing off Danny. I'm gonna let everyone know. I'm gonna do a whole show next week just to piss off Danny. I'm gonna go through all the things that he hates the most, and I'm coming after it. That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay.
That's it. I usually come to Anzo, but this time, coming after you.
And when you do that, this is what I'm gonna do.
That's all right. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send you just random stuff all the time.
The stream
It's okay. I'm
goes
coming.
Enjoy
So
your
now
vacation
you
and
now
leave
you
me
need
alone.
to address some of the stuff that Danny was saying, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah. How was I wrong?
It's no sense what you're talking about with the T'Challa stuff. But you know what? I'll say this. For me, I believe the T'Challa things that we're talking about, the recast and all this stuff, is a microcosm of a bigger problem of black people in America. I think the reason why you have representation in movies, a lot of people don't know black people for real.
Okay.
Most people only know black people from what they see in movies. Okay? So not having a positive thing, a positive person, a positive personality that you can see is huge. It wasn't that he was just a positive, but he was perfect in all those ways. And then when you try to use, I have no problem with Toussaint because I think what we would have had a T'Challa having a child one way or another. We were going to have that, period. That was going to happen. The problem I had, I told you about them not growing up in Africa, not growing up in a place that has not been colonized. I think that's an issue. I have a problem with him. Sure.
You said you got an issue with him being a bastard, correct?
Being married and not being married. No, I have a problem with him not being in Wakanda and them destroying the entire royal family in a place that has the greatest technology and the greatest weapons that on Earth, and then somehow it's being able to just being destroyed in one fell swoop, and you killed everyone from the royal family. I have a problem with that. Yes.
Okay, I can roll with you on that. But one of your problems and one of your issues is that his dad didn't raise him, didn't have that relationship. Did you say that earlier? Am I?
I believe that he should.
That the mother is taking the forefront of raising him.
No, I have a problem with him not being raised in Africa after what we had from the first movie, and with his huge emotional scene, in the plane with his father, not bringing that boy home. He had this huge emotional scene with Killmonger. It didn't matter where he was from. He's Wakandian, so he should have been home, and you should have brought that boy home. It was the huge part, most emotional part of the first Black Panther.
Yeah.
Right? And then the next thing he does, he says, well, I'm not going to bring him here. Even though he had no problem the way he was raised and all those things. But now he changed his way. So, but then what was the whole point of the first movie? What was the whole point of the emotional connection we had? It's almost like he totally forgot what he just said.
I can see that.
It didn't make any sense. It hurts the character itself. So yeah, yes. So T'Challa in the comic book, and I think it's Fantastic Four number 52. T'Challa really, it's a 10-year rule of how old he was. So if in 52 he's 21 years old, his father has been dead for 10 years. So he would have had only had his father until he was 11. So not having your father in your life, growing up, being raised as a teenager without a father is something that happened anyway. But not having the structure of Wakanda, not having the lineage, not having the connection to the ancestral plane, not having everything culturally that made him important is something I have a problem with, yes. And they destroyed everything about Wakanda.
So you don't think that, I'm just asking, you don't think that they may do this off camera, that now that Shuri knows she's teaching him all this kind of stuff, he's probably going to be not as smart as her, and between her and his mother, that they're going to teach him and show him, maybe not physically there, but maybe they can, with all her technology, she can build a kind of world and show stuff, how Wakanda is, this kind of stuff, and teach him the ways, because I think when he comes back, I'm highly speculating, he comes back to challenge for the crown, he's going to be prepared. He's going to be well versed in their traditions, what to do, yada, yada, yada. I don't think that with Shuri and his mother, they're not going to leave him lacking. It's not going to be the same as his father if it was T'Challa. But I do think they're going to prepare him, and he's going to know the Wakandan traditions and customs.
I can know all the things. I am 33% from Guyanese, right? I can study it all I want. I can know everything to do about everything. Killmonger knew about what Wakanda did, but being raised there, being immersed in there, being part of the culture, you'll never be accepted the same way. You never understand it if you're not immersed in it. Well, you don't have to be. They did it on purpose, and this is why it's a microcosm for everything else. Because what you're now doing is taking the greatest character that have all these great traits about him, and then you going to put Americanized slavery concept things on them. That's the thing I don't like. The microaggressions that they have. So Black people only get raised by their mothers, even though there's a higher statistic amount of Black men that are in their children's lives than any other race. But that's not what you see. That's not what you thought. There's more Black men, that raise their children than any other percentage. So but that's not what they do. That's not what they so I think it's a microcosm of what they're trying to push on what you're trying to see what a Black person is. They're trying to tell you what this is, and they're not that. And you had a chance to give them something else positive, and you're trying to put all these tropes on them. That's what bothers me. It hurts the community itself. So I don't think it's a small thing. I think it's still a big thing. and we keep on saying, "Oh, it's only a character. It's only this. It's only that," and not realizing we getting piecemealed into a point where everyone thinks that black people are just a joke. Oh, this is only a small thing. Well, it's one of a billion things that they do all the time, and this is my stand. I'm taking my stand here. So that's all.
And you know what? I've said this many times too, that I agree with the representation that we've been getting in movies is absolutely trash. And that's why I wanted to do these two topics, because they're black characters that they're completely getting rid of again, right? And we've talked about it before, like how, Wonder Man we thought was going to be trash. It was good. People liked it. It got renewed, and then they're canceling it now. So it doesn't make no sense why they're treating their black characters like this. It just doesn't make no sense.
Where's Monica Rambeau? We don't even know where she is. We've seen all these other clips of all these other characters. We bring back Captain America. They're killing Anthony. Anthony Mack is supposed to be Captain America. They're bringing back Steve Rogers. They're doing it to every black character that's ever been in Marvel. Every single one. Name me a black character that they've done right. Rhodey, they recast him in the middle of a movie, right? And gave me one line about it. Oh yeah, I changed his get over it.
And they made him a scroll from I can't remember which movie it was, but early on, like he's been a scroll ever since.
Yep.
So the Rhodey
everything that Don Cheadle did was a joke. Was nothing. It wasn't even him. So like they literally have erased every black character and made it a joke or a problem in every one of them. So like there's not one that's positive representation. You could have brought Blue Marvel in. You did the Marvels. You could have brought Blue Marvel in. That's a positive character of a black professor who's a genius in his own right. That has superpowers and that. But no, you didn't do that either. So like I don't think it's just a joke. It's just get over it. I think it's representation of what they do in America, what they're doing in Hollywood for it. I think it's just a small microcosm for all of it.
I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that. But your thoughts, real quick. Children of Blood and Bone. What do you think about it?
I think it's a great story. I do worry about it a little bit, but not as much as I usually would be, because I think you said this, that when an author is involved in movie making, they don't realize you're going to miss a lot of detail. Mm-hmm. Movies don't represent books well. TV shows represent books well. So you might have to just get over it. In your casting choices, you can't say a year ago that casting was fine and then have a problem now because you don't like what they're doing. And then you also understand the director is going to change the story a little bit. So I'm hoping that's still a really good movie, especially because the story is really good. But it's not like Wakanda, because there's a lot of infighting. There are very few great characters in this movie that aren't black. I'm just letting you know. So the good and the bad will both be black.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. So you get the best of both worlds, right? We can give positive black representation and we can give bad representation. That's probably why they're doing it. Yep. But I told you, Danny. You say it to Song too many times, and Brian's gonna pop up on the
like a big rich spell.
Dude, I'm in a park and with nothing else around me. I just felt it. The camera, it was tapping me. It was like, it's happening. Wow. Can't believe it. It's like Chill when you say recast too much. He pops out of nowhere. You say too something times. I'm coming.
So are you going to see it?
Hell no. I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
Are you done with Marvel completely, or just the Black Panther stuff?
I won't take it by case basis, but I'm done with what you're doing to Black Panther. I'm just done with that. And if I watch it, I'm going to watch it on bootleg. I'm going to be 100. I'm keeping 100 with you guys. I'm not giving up money until I know what I'm getting. And I'll check it out on bootleg and see, and I'll know what if I feel slighted. I'll tell you. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen when I am. But I'll be honest with it. If they did a great job and they figured out all my issues, I'll say, hey, they figured out all my issues. I highly doubt it, but I will do it, because Wonder Man, I didn't think it was going to be good, and they did a good job with it. I'm not going to give you $1 of my money for anything else until I know what's going on.
Well, I can respect that because I did that, but I'm telling you right now, I'm not ashamed to say it. You can call me Uncle Tom or Uncle whoever. I'm rooting for Black Panther 3. I hope it'll be good. I hope it's fantastic. I know we don't agree upon how the destination of T'Challa got there, but he's back in
It's
my
not
mind.
T'Challa.
Well,
It's not T'Challa, and
for
that's
namesake.
okay.
Well,
That's okay. But the problem is that you could use variants for every other character, because this is what we're going to see in Secret Wars and Doomsday. Every other character is going to have a variant, and then you can go after the Secret Wars, and you're going to still keep on Toussaint.
that's a valid point. I really don't have an argument for that. If everybody else gives a variant, why that is a valid argument. I can't. I don't have no defense for that. I'm not gonna see him try to make one up. And I we joke about it, but I mean, you have a right to feel the way you felt because me and Alonzo said this earlier. When it did Jonathan Majors, we did not like that. I did not like. I can't stand that. And what I did, and what the only thing I can do, I did give MCU my money for a year. So if
Mm.
you feel that strongly, more power to your brother. I mean,
Yeah.
I ain't
Now,
It's
mad
my
at you.
favorite character that I feel like represents so much of what I hold dear and the way I was raised with my father and things like that. That it hurts me to see you do it because I mean, I didn't even like the first one that they didn't really talk about how intelligent T'Challa is. That he's one of the smartest characters in all the MCU. You look up the top 10 smartest people. T'Challa's right there. The reason Shuri has the lab is because he created it, but they didn't talk about it. But you can't talk about everything in the movie. So I recognize that. So I held my complaint up. Just
They,
say, hey, it's a
they
movie.
mentioned a little bit because she said she learned everything from her brother. She said that in the movie.
in
Where
which one?
in Wakanda, she Riri
Oh,
asked her like, "Where you learn this from?" My brother. My brother taught me.
okay, okay.
So they recognize
He
him for
built
that.
all the stuff that they did. So I mean, and I think the other thing is once again, I do care about the comic books. You know, I feel like we've had so many 70 years of T'Challa, so I care more about the character than I care about the actor portraying the character because I believe the actor is a great man. But I mean, I'm not going to stop watching Thurgood Marshall movies because he did a great job with that. I'm not going to stop listening to James Brown because he represent that. We should not have a James Brown in the character as a character in the movie because he's gone. I'm not doing those things. I think the character should live on. Just like the character should live on with Superman, the character should live on with Batman, the character should live on. That's all.
And the problem is, and again, because I said this earlier too, is right. You're rebooting the universe. So rebooting the universe means you can bring back the actual T'Challa, and they still don't want to do that. It doesn't make any sense to me. Why don't you just bring back T'Challa, right? It just
If you're not going to do it, there's probably a reason why. So there's
Mhm.
more to the story. Because I don't know if you guys remember, right after the first Black Panther, we were hearing that Marvel was having problems with contract talks with Chadwick Boseman. The
Mhm.
$700,000 that he was making from the first movie wasn't going to bring him back to another movie.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
business. So they were already thinking, what are we going to do?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because there were rumors that they were going to make Cheery the Black Panther anyways, right? There were rumors about that because, like you said, he probably wanted a bigger pay cut.
Yep.
And
The,
the
the
reason,
original script had a son there that was going to take over, but he was going to raise his son. He was going
hmm
to be there every day with them and show him all this stuff. And they weren't going to kill Wakanda like they did. They weren't going to destroy the royal family. They weren't going to allow those things. The original script had it.
He deserves
yeah,
more money because no other star single-handedly carried a movie that made $1 billion in the MCU. Not even Robert Downey Jr., even though he
agreed.
is praised as and he's an integral part of it. But
hmm
his own standalone movies never made $1 billion. I don't think.
No,
Almost
Nope.
certain they did.
no.
Nope.
Black Panther was the first original standalone movie that made $1 billion.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%. So you already knew by that Chadwick Boseman
Yeah. He
stock
deserved a
was
big paycheck.
skyrocketing.
Yep.
Absolutely,
They didn't want
100%.
to. So
But
so I'm saying that these problems were already there
because it's the
beforehand.
same. It's the same thing they did with Rhodey, right? They didn't want to pay him the amount of money he deserved, so they went back with him and tried to get him to renegotiate his
Oh yeah, I'm about
contract,
to do a
and
hot take. I think they got
he
the
said
better
no.
roadie.
What's that?
I'm about to give you a hot take. I think they got the better roadie. I
I don't
think
think so.
I think Don Cheadle's a better actor than oh boy.
Ooh, Don Cheadle is a good actor. I'll give you that. But Terrence Howard is fire. Like Don
But,
Cheadle
but,
couldn't
some,
do.
but
A
sometimes he's kind of like pigeonholed and he plays himself. I don't see I don't see Terrence Howard in different. I see Terrence Howard. I don't see different characters.
Really? Okay, so one, I'll say this: Hustle and Flow. I don't think Don Cheadle could have did that job that he did in that one, right? 100%. But there's also this Netflix series that was on, which was a Kevin Hart one with him. Samuel Jackson was in it. I can't remember what it was called, but it was really good, and he was great in that movie. Like I don't know. I liked the fact that Rhodey and I think he had a better dynamic with Robert Downey Jr. than Don Cheadle did, and I was
I,
just me.
I think Don Cheadle is a better whatever actor. Like it just as a character actor, I think Terrence Howard is a better leading man. He's a
I could
better
see
when
that.
it's a bigger story. He has a more of a presence in that film,
Hmm.
and so Don Cheadle could be waiter number 3 and do a great job. Terrence Howard is going to be Terrence Howard everywhere he is, and it's going to be
Hmm.
a great thing. So I think that's a difference. I would have enjoyed Terrence Howard as Rhodey because I think he would have been bigger. He would have made the character bigger, no matter what. He wouldn't have been pushed to the side because you can't push him to the side.
And that's what they did with Rhodey, right? They put Don Cheadle and they pushed him a little bit to the side, right? And I think, especially in Iron Man 2, where they had the dynamic where Rhodey was against Tony, I think Terrence Howard would have did a better job in that because I think he plays an asshole a lot better than anyone else does. You know what I mean? So I think that dynamic in Iron Man 2 would have been so good with him in there, and they just screwed him. So
I agree. All right, guys, I gotta go. I see all this stuff going on, but I appreciate you guys. Danny, thank you for stepping in for me. I really appreciate that, man.
No problem, bro. You have a good time on your vacation.
Okay.
absolutely, bro. Have a good one.
See you later,
Peace.
guys.
Yes, sir.
Later.
All right. There you have it. The Bryon came in and did what he had to do. We'll get through the rest of these comments, and there's a lot of them, and then we'll move on to the next topic.
Let's go to
Thank
the
you,
next
guys.
topic and then go through the.
You want to go to the next topic and then do it?
So we're on 2 hours now, bro.
Yeah, Danny, we've been here for three a couple of times, so I'll be honest with that. All right, so we'll move on to the next topic, and again, it'll be another topic that Danny will be controlling.
Okay.
So let's do it. All right, guys. Topic number 3. Danny, you have the article up?
Yep.
All right, and I will share the article. Let's go.
Why is this screen on showing blocking my thing?
Which one?
It says allow ads. I don't want to allow no ads on mine.
No. Click it. Which article are you reading from?
Inshallah Ali.
Is it the Variety one or Hollywood
I got
Reporter?
that now. Hollywood Reporter.
Okay, go.
All right, it says Mashallah Ali confirms he's not doing Marvel's Blade. They didn't want to do it. Wow. The Oscar winner confirmed he's not going to star in the Blade reboot and suggests the studio didn't want to move forward. If they wanted to do it, they would have done it. Ali's comments were partly in response to being asked about Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige telling the Happy, Sad, Confused podcast that he was distressed about his company's inability to get the project going. I'm feeling like a gigantic loser and failure that we didn't get off the ground with Mashallah, the executive said. The move comes on the heels of another Marvel project being scrapped as Disney Plus canceled Wonder Man this week. The freshman series starred Yahya Abdul Mateen, who received an Emmy nomination for his role. The cancellation shocked fans as Disney had previously announced the show was renewed for a second season. Marvel originally announced a Blade movie starring Ali at San Diego Comic-Con in 2019. The company brought aboard Basim Tariq to direct, but he left the film in 2022, reportedly over creative differences, just 2 months before the project was beginning shooting. Ali and Tariq have now routine for a different project, Your Mother, Your Mother, Your Mother. Tariq tells GQ that Ali actually trained to play Blade during the pre-production. Michelle Ali is an athlete, and I saw the way he used his sword on Blade, the director said. The first time he was doing sword practice on Blade, the stuff coming back was incredible. As a former athlete, I dreamed of doing my own stunts, Ali added. I was excited to do stunts in Blade and trained for a long time for that, so it was a huge relief to put that work to use in Your Mother, Your Mother, Your Mother. When I look at this in Blade, I couldn't have done both, and the reason this even exists is because the project fell apart, and Bassam had the time, space, energy, and focus to go and write this and then reapproach me. Now I was able to use those skills that I have been working on for over a year training for Blade. And that way I feel creatively redeemed on some level. After Bassam left Blade, Lovecraft Country Helmer, Jan Damage, took over and then likewise left the project. Ali's Blade did have a voice cameo in the post credits for 2021's Eternals. Yet in 2024's Deadpool and Wolverine, Marvel brought back the original Blade franchise star Wesley Snipes to reprise the character during an extended cameo sequence. Ali previously won Best Supporting Actor in Oscars for Moonlight and Green Book. Your Mother is an upcoming Amazon MGM studio action film. The premise is following the death of his wife, a devoutly religious hitman, Ali embarks on a desperate journey across Houston to protect his children, confronting the forces confronting the forces closing in around him, and the belief threats to unravel within. The film will have its world premiere at Toronto International Film Festival in September.
Which is very interesting. Now, let me just get to this part because I want to hear what he said. I think he missed one part, but it says here, I've been doing this professionally for pushing 30 years now, and one thing I've learned is that what is for you and what is for you and for you is what is not what's for oh my Lord. Hold on. Let me do this again. I've learned that what is for you and what is not, Ali said in the new interview. For whatever reason, that project is not for me. If they wanted to do it, we would have done it. So I have to move on. Again, you had me under contract. They have billions of dollars. If they wanted to do the movie, we would have done the movie. So we're not doing the movie. But I feel ready to move on from the Blade questions. Those questions are for them. They didn't want to do it, so they should answer that question.
Whew.
Go ahead, Danny. What do you think?
Hey, I agree with him 100%, man. They wasted a year of this man's life. He's training, doing this stuff. He's on hold. We probably put projects on hold. Only reason why he was in Jurassic Park because that part was already filmed. But man,
Mm-hmm.
essentially, unless they need to definitely compensate this man. If I was Kevin
Absolutely.
Feige, I would go out on record, do an interview saying, "Look, I messed up. We
Mm-hmm.
should have done that. We held this man up. That was his likeness in What If.
Yep.
That looked just like him. So
And they didn't even use his voice.
yeah, so I mean, they're jerking this man around for no apparent reason because I don't know whether he went searching for them or whatever the case may be, but it made me look kind of side eye at Kevin Feige too, man. You're doing some suspect stuff. I've been
And
trying
it's
to be on
funny.
your side for a while, but you
Hmm.
ain't you making me look at you side eye.
And it's funny too, right? Because I remember one of your concerns was if he could do the martial arts.
Yeah, it
And it
was.
seems like he was training to do the martial arts, so he was really getting involved in doing this role. And then they how long did ago did they announce it? It took them so long to even
2019.
19, right? So
2019 San Diego Comic Con. That's crazy.
2019, guys, think
So
about that.
7 years.
And they couldn't get this Blade movie done. And I said, yo, it's Blade. He's a vampire hunter. Vampires. You don't need no elaborate story to get a Blade movie done.
No.
It makes no sense to me. So it just
And
shows me. Yeah, go ahead.
and the slap on the face, you get Wesley Snipes
Yes. Yes.
instead of getting me, who has already been proclaimed to be the next Blade.
Yes, yes, and I get why they did it in Deadpool and Wolverine too. But what that did do is they got a lot of people talking about wanting to see a Wesley Snipes Blade movie.
Yeah.
Now, as much as I thought that would be good, I was like, he's too old."
And
yeah,
then he makes that little slight. There's only going to be one Blade.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Bruh, come on
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Come on.
It's funny because I had an argument with Chill about that where I was like, no, that's not what he meant. He didn't mean like there's only ever going to be one Blade. He's just, and Chill was like, no, I believe. And now when I look back at it, maybe that's what they did mean.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like maybe it was like, oh, but if you never plan
But,
to
but why even
get
do that? Even if you didn't mean it,
exactly.
that
Hmm.
you know that's going to come. Well, I guess that's the same thing. No news. What it said? No bad publicity.
Is
All
no
publicity.
publicity is
Yeah,
bad
I
publicity.
guess
Yeah.
that's what it is. So
Hmm.
let's put it here just to stir up a conversation. Man, you kill somebody's
Ridiculous.
life, man, and livelihood. He should be
One
compensated for each year he waited. He should be compensated.
100%. Because I know it was under contract, but and I know he probably didn't get paid for any of that waiting, right? So you get to a point where you miss out on other opportunities
Yes,
because you're waiting for this movie to get made.
they said alone the guy that's playing Tucson, T'Challa, whatever, that he didn't take any no jobs for a year.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
So that's showing dedication. Okay, if I'm trying to get my foot in this big organization door, I might do that, but I'm not waiting no 7 years. Especially I just won an Oscar
Yeah,
for Green Day.
yeah.
I mean on Green Book.
Absolutely.
No, no
Yeah,
sir.
absolutely. 100%. They did him dirty. They're doing black characters dirty. And that's why Bryon came in here to let us know why he feels that way. And I agree with him. We'll get to your comments real quick. Mama Bear said, they'll get it. I used to stream with them. Oh yeah, yeah. We get. Well, at least I get the Catwoman stuff. That's Danny's. That's Danny's. The strut. Yeah, there we go. There we go. He said Nightcrawler is a B actor. B character that I was saying though. B character. That's why I cut ties with Marvel. I don't wrong you. I don't wrong anybody if you want to cut ties for it, if you want to ban it too. Now, I know we said, and Danny, because I did it too, it's like, oh, we're banning Marvel movies for a year. The only thing, though, Danny, is only 2 movies came out
Hey,
that year.
I can't help the calendar.
You know what I mean? Now, let me see this. If it was a doomsday year,
Oh no, I'd make the exception. If it was,
you
if it was,
see,
if it was Doomsday or Black Panther, I'm making the exception.
yeah, yeah, we would have probably made it too.
I'm telling you, I ain't gonna sit here and lie.
Facts. Ant-Man should have died. I don't know if he should have died, but Kang should have won. The new Black Panther is a good actor, but his body type and look isn't what's going to sell tickets.
Oh,
There
probably
we go
shouldn't
with
like
body
me, huh?
types. Yeah, I know, right? It's him. Yeah, it's him. Okay. Black Panther 3 isn't making $1 billion.
Bro, why you like to hate? I mean, you hate on everything. You hate on Spider Man. You hate on this. It's just like,
And I'm the one with the bad takes,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a new Darth Kaka.
Facts.
Good Lord.
Facts. Do not reboot the original trilogy. Star Wars people will be in a uproar again. That's against that. I agree with you. I would be in an uproar, but the only reason why I think I would really be in an uproar is because they haven't done Star Wars right. Right
I'd be in an
now,
uproar if they destroyed the first six,
yes,
but the
yeah, yeah. That's
last
what.
three, man,
Yeah,
bye.
yeah, 100%. But if you're gonna, if you say we're gonna reboot the Star Wars universe, which I don't know why, because there are so many things you can do where you don't need to reboot it. But if they were going to reboot it, and they had a better track record of making Star Wars movies, I wouldn't have a problem. But their
They
track
need
record
to go
sucks.
and hire some of these fans
Yes,
and get good people in there that actually know the lore. Don't say
yes,
stupid stuff like Kathleen King, like there's no source material. That is
yes,
crazy. And then,
yes,
some people
absolutely.
don't like it, but if I'm going to reboot it, I'm tapping into the EU. I don't
One,
care.
one.
I don't
No,
care what you.
I
I'm,
get it.
yep, I'm tapping
Hmm.
into some of them stories.
And I personally, like I've always said, I've never been a fan of EU because it wasn't canon, so I never really cared for it. But if you're going to take stories from there, then yeah, that's not a problem. 100%. I don't have a problem with them doing that at all. That's what it's there for, right? George Lucas took the name Coruscant from the EU, right? That's how he got the name of the planet. So I don't have a problem with that.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw it and too was so surprised how good it was. Echoes of the Jedi, mind blowing.
Yes,
Echoes of the
that's
Jedi.
what you sent me.
Oh, oh,
That's the name
oh,
of it.
oh. Vader too, though.
Yeah, Vader 2, Echoes
As
of
a
the
Jedi.
Jedi.
Yeah, 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 that's right. Yeah, that was really good. Really good. Guys, go check it out. Star Wars Theory. He did his Vader too. It was really good. Blacklash was unintentional but on point. Yeah, absolutely. Blade set me off. Let's get the Spider-Man movie talk. No more delaying. Listen, hold on. Listen, hold on. Do not come in here and tell me how to run my fucking show.
Thank you.
Do not do that because you'll sit here. If it wasn't for Donnie, right? Because I know Donnie get restless. He's either 2 hour mark, and Donnie's like, okay, we gotta get out. If it wasn't for that, I would have your ass waiting.
God, it's been 4 hours.
Yeah, exactly. Shit, you be watching the stream with me just sitting there fucking playing video games, waiting for this damn topic.
Just like them chairs they're revealing.
Facts. I could feel Ali's annoyance. Absolutely.
Yep.
Danny is the Mr. PC cop. He's too good for weed.
You don't sound too good for it. This ain't my bag.
It's not his thing. Weed
I
and
can tell
movies
you
go
this.
together.
If I was dying of some kind of cancer or something and they prescribe it to me, I'd be puffing on it. I can tell you
There
that
you
right
go.
now.
100%.
But thank God I'm healthy and I ain't gonna do that.
Facts.
'Cause me
And
and pain don't go together.
Fernando said, weed and movies go together like peanut butter and jelly. Big facts. 100%. Especially if you're going to watch a comedy. Oh, 100%. Isn't Carabana this weekend, Anzo? A lot of pretty hoes on the street shaking that Canadian ass. Yeah, it's in Toronto, though. Not here in Montreal. The chemistry between Spider-Man and Punisher was excellent. Oh, we're going to get into that. It's next topic. Trust me. Spider-Man just beat Endgame's opening record. Yep. Spider-Man is only big because of what Marvel is doing, not because of Sony. If Marvel didn't add their characters into Spider-Man, the film wouldn't be as big. Oh, she said, get him. Brand New Day is on track to make 500 million worldwide. Hey, B, what's up, Brian? You tell him, Brian. Thanks, who? Brian should do at a dynamite to Meteor Man just for Danny. You should? The Wrath of Bryon the Grizzly. Oh my gosh! All the Bryon fans came in here right away, right? Bryon, yeah, Bryan's here. Save the day, yay, Bryon. Not as much as Spider-Man. I'll say in the region of 900 million. We don't even know the true budget of Doomsday. They paid Robert Downey Jr. 100 million just to appear. I don't think they paid him 100 million. It's high up there, but I doubt it's 100 million. If it is, that's crazy. Bryon, let him know. With T'Challa, Blade, and Wonder Man all in a few weeks, a lot of people are pissed. Absolutely. That's why if DC gets their act together and brings Steel, Val, Zod, Icon, and Hardware to life, it's over. They could. Mama Bear got the popcorn out. T'Challa was angry with his father for not bringing his cousin home. He was right. Now T'Challa is basically Killmonger 2.0. Grandmother Queen isn't there either, which makes it even worse. Ryan was raised with both his parents. Yep, Isaiah Thomas. Monica just lost in X-Men universe. Absolutely. Bryon, let's talk about the trash-ass Spider-Man. Storm wasn't even back. I know. Bryon, connect with your good bro Chill. He probably will. Definitely. The next time Chill talks about recast T'Challa and this, he'll definitely bring him on.
Reports saying he made that, Anzo.
What's that?
Report saying he made 100 million.
Oh, did he?
That's what reports
Wow.
saying.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bring me back for 100 million. 100%.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You can bet for 100. Shoot, 50 million. I'm there.
Facts. Said I need to run some errands before it gets hot. Too hot. Later, y'all. Take care. Bronny, not LeBron. If they did that, people would get it. If Miles replaces Peter, they will go off. But Miles should replace Peter, and I'll tell you why. Because the generation now, like my son's generation, they grew up on Miles Morales, not Peter Parker. We grew up on Peter Parker, right? So I think Miles Morales, if you want to adopt to the kids and stuff, you bring him in there. So I would be okay with that. Danny wouldn't be, but I would be okay with that. Bryan's Black Panther rant takes 591 and counting. Facts. If Spider-Gwen replaces Peter, they would have a fit. I agree. but that's Spider-Gwen, you know? In the comics, T'Challa is smarter. He is one of the smartest characters in the room with Reed and Tony type of ish. It's not a problem until the problem is in their yard. The new actor, they paying him 500K. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The black actors get the shitload of the job when it comes to the money. 100%. 100%. That's their starting rate for Brits. Disney did that to John Boyega Star Wars. Yeah, they ruined him. They ruined him so bad in Star Wars, Danny don't like John Boyega. Terrence Terrence was better. Terrence Howard was a better actor. Not just the money he deserved,
I
the
totally
money they
disagree.
promised him. Absolutely. What's that?
I totally disagree with that.
Okay. Cheadle is overrated. Ooh. I won't say he's overrated, but I do like Terrence Howard better. He and Robert Downey Jr. have better chemistry, and he saved that man's life. He did do that. He went from drug addicted back to leading man and threw Terrence under the bus. Absolutely. Go. Replace Bryon with Danny. No, I won't do that. Brian can't.
Clip that.
Facts. Wow. But they are doing Ghost Rider, shaking my head. Yeah. They could have did the Blood Hunt even if they wanted the multiverse. They were paying in that man's face. What up, Tony? Good morning. He said, you know he was talking ScarJo when he did Jurassic Park, so they're probably also set over him. I got you. Mahershala Ali will never trust Disney again. I agree. And I don't see why he would. I was heated in the other stream. Yeah, I know you were. Spider-Man beat Endgame opening day numbers. We're about to get into that. Wasn't worried about Spider-Man, but I'm worried about Doomsday now. Don't worry about Doomsday. Doomsday is going to ride off of the momentum of Spider-Man.
I agree.
Black Panther 3 ain't making a Billy. Stop that. We'll see. I'm going to say it. Doomsday is nostalgia bait and slop. Wow. I Star Wars reboot and watch the world burn and enjoy watching fan base self-destruct. Fact. I know the TR Onzo, IKTR. Not sure what that means, but you'll explain it to me. It's major party weekend over here in Toronto. Absolutely.
I know that's right. I think they said.
What's that?
That stands for I know that's right.
I know that's right. Okay, I got you. Yeah. Spider-Man 2 was made by Sony and still better than all of them. Onzo got that green that would knock out the Hulk. Yeah, you're right. Robert Downey Jr. is reportedly earning astonishing $100 million. Yeah, okay. Miles Morales needed ASAP, and there's absolutely no reason to worry about Avengers Doomsday. You are correct. Now, with that being said, we are going to get into the final topic because I know this is what a lot of y'all want to talk about. So we are going to get into it right now. Hold on. Let me just switch the topic over here, and let's do it. All right, guys, final topic of the day, the one y'all been waiting for. It is Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now, I know y'all are coming up with Spider-Man Brand New Day numbers, but I'm just going to put this in here real quick where it says Spider-Man Brand New Day smashes the all-time preview record with 72 million. Eyes 300 million domestic opening. And now I'm hearing 900 million, which I'll show that later, but we'll get into this real quick. Spider-Man Brand New Day is off to a massive start at the domestic box office, pulling in an estimated 72 million from Thursday previews, the biggest preview numbers in box office history. The Sony Pictures and Marvel Studios sequel has officially surpassed Avengers Endgame, which previously held the record at 60 million in 2019. Star Wars The Force Awakens at 57 million and Spider-Man No Way Home at 50 million are now further down on the list. And suddenly, what already looked like to be a massive weekend could become something more historic. Only a few weeks ago, traditional tracking had Brand New Day opening between roughly 180 million and 250 million domestically before previews. Box Office Pro initially landed at 230 million to 250 million range, while Deadline early trackings was considerably more conservative at 180 million to 190 million. These projections increased increasingly looked outdated as advanced sales accelerated, and now the record breaking preview number has essentially blown them up altogether. Some box office forecasters are now looking north of 300 million for the weekend, putting Brand New Day into territory occupied by exactly one movie, Avengers Endgame, which opened at 357.1 million domestically in 2019. Spider-Man No Way Home currently sits in second place with 260.1 million. Globally, the numbers are even more ridiculous. Earlier studios era forecasted that Brand New Day opening somewhere between 465 million worldwide, but extraordinary international pre-sales and early grosses have rapidly pushed independent projections higher before the domestic preview number even arrived. Some forecasted were already projecting an 800 million plus worldwide opening, including more than 500 million from the overseas market. Now, several of the more aggressive box office projections have pushed towards 900 million in comparison. Others have raised the possibility of the movie approaching a staggering 1 billion worldwide in its opening frame. Obviously, those figures remain projections and not Sony's estimates. Still, the combined combination of a potential 300 million plus weekend and international gross tracking at 550 million and 600 million range makes an opening somewhere around 850 million to 900 million less insane and now increasingly conceivable. And then they go on to talk about some other stuff. Danny, what are your thoughts on the box office numbers?
I, the box office, the box office numbers are incredible, and if this does happen, then this notion of superhero fatigue is way, way, way out the window in the
Agreed.
rear view mirror because that this is crazy. I didn't realize Spider-Man was quite as popular. I always thought Superman was the head dog, but right now Spider-Man is definitely the head dog. I think Batman is second. I think Superman is in third. But this is crazy, and like I said, we said earlier, I did not love this movie. It's okay, I like it, but all this praise that it's getting, I didn't see it, and I got several issues with it. Like I said, is it good? Would I go see it again if my grandson if my son was to come and say let's go see it? I probably would, but would I go back and pay again? Probably not. But it has some very good things in it. The spider webs and the swinging and stuff,
Yes.
fight scenes
Yes.
point best I've seen. But the story has some issues to me, and I don't care what anybody says. This is not better than No Way Home. You get three
Agreed.
Spider Mans. You get William Defoe playing the Goblin. You get old boy playing Doctor Ock. Jamie Foxx. Those six right there. The movie was more to me. It flowed better. The story was better, especially when we saw Aunt May got killed. All that stuff. To me, it was just more heart. It couldn't set my heart better, and I think it was better storytelling than this one. This one right here, I think was a lot of fanfare. There's a lot of the clips that they show actual scenes on comic book covers and in comic book runs. I think it did a lot of fanfare, but I don't think the story was as smooth as it could have been. And to tell you the truth, I thought it was too long. About 30 minutes
Ooh,
too long.
I could see that. I could see that.
And
I,
there
I
was
had a huge
Jason issues
problem,
too.
and I sent you this message. I had a huge problem. I said the ending reminded me of Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you had this epic fight scene with the hand, and then the movie just goes to a halt, and
Yep.
we're like talking down the villain.
Yep. And the
And I
end
was just
scene
like,
credit,
was
waste of
absolutely
time.
useless,
Waste of
absolutely waste of time, 100%. You know,
I know what I think it means, but it could have presented it in a better way.
absolutely, I agree 100%. And another problem that I had is they made Jean Grey seem very evil, right? I always thought there was going to be another villain behind the
Yeah.
scenes, and no, it wasn't. Like Jean Grey did some effed up things
But
in
I
this
do
movie.
understand why she did it.
Agreed, agreed,
Yeah, at first it's like,
agreed.
why is she doing this? But when it goes full circle, you're like, okay, now I see why. 'Cause I might have done the same thing. And what was really got me when she saw what that VMAX stood for, and
Yeah, yeah,
that was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
that was good.
Yeah, I agree with you. But the problem that I had is she was killing innocent people. You know what I mean?
But if
Like she,
that was your Raheem.
I wouldn't kill innocent people though. Like she literally walked into a guy's body, walked in the street like an old
Oh
man and
yeah.
let him get hit by a car, right? She was torturing Peter, right? Not only did she torture Peter, she actually tried to kill MJ.
Yeah. She did.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like and then you want us to feel sympathy for her when she goes into the X-Men universe, and I'm like, well, no, she did all of these bad things. Like she's not a good person. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just found it really weird that they did that with her. But
Also, they didn't need the Punisher. They didn't need the Hulk.
I agreed. I
Because to
agree.
me, it made no sense. This was the big thing I had. Two things with the Hulk. Why do you need an inhibitor when you already
Thank you.
Professor Hulk and
Thank
you
you.
under control? It makes no sense.
Yes. Yes. They have not explained the Professor Hulk going back to Savage Hulk. Like, they didn't explain none of
Yeah,
that. They didn't explain why he's doing the Prohibitor thing, right? Because
yeah,
in Endgame, it's like, oh, yeah, I made the best of both worlds
yeah.
work together. Then,
hmm
then
Then we
She-Hulk
see,
came
then we
out.
see that She Hulk. Yep.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, like, it's now like, oh, we need the inhibitor, right? And they didn't destroy the Hulk in this movie, so I was good about that. I thought they were really going to destroy him. The only thing I didn't like was, and guys, this is spoilers, but I know most of you've seen it already anyway, especially if the box office numbers proven anything.
Who's looking for?
But you have Hulk being held down by webs and a bunch of like concrete slabs from the building. This is Hulk we are talking
Yeah.
about. In Secret
World Breaker
Wars,
Hulk.
he held up a freaking mountain to save the X-Men, to save the heroes, right? In the
Yeah.
Secret War comic book. So Hulk is that would not stop him.
Yeah, not to mention he fought that dog in Ragnarok and all that. He fought the Surtur, the god.
Yes.
So yeah, that was a little. They depowered the Hulk. Now he did look good when he
Absolutely.
transformed from Banner to Savage Hulk.
Absolutely.
That
Absolutely.
looked
He
good.
did look good.
He looked like I'm about to have a problem. Whoever was seeing, he looked to me. He looked more menacing than he did in the Hulk when he fought Abomination. This
Ooh.
Hulk looked better. I ain't saying he was
Mm.
stronger. I didn't say he looked better. He looked more darker green. He looked more muscular. They put more time
I agree.
in his look.
I agree. I agree. He looked more muscular, 100%. He looked, to me, he looked better in this movie than he did in any other Marvel movie.
Yes,
I'm still on the fence about whether he was better than the one from the
he
original Hulk,
definitely looked
though.
better than Scott Blanca. What's his name? Eric
Which one?
Eric Bana. Eric Bana Hulk.
Eric Bana Hulk. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
He looked 10 times
100%.
better than that. But he looked. I was like, man,
So,
no Banner, only Hulk. I said, this is about to be a problem here, boy.
facts, 100%. And I even liked where he
His
grabbed
hand
Spider
clap.
Man. He did the boom, 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 and then he
Yep.
looked, Spider Man was gone and was on his back.
Back. Yep.
That was Spider Man stuff. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I really did enjoy that.
They did the
It's just,
classic hand clap, thunder clap.
yes, yeah, they
So
did.
yeah,
Okay, and then there's another part that I didn't really like about the Hulk is at the beginning where Jean Grey is, manipulating him
huh?
and Punisher shooting him with the gun and he's doing the bullet thing
Yeah.
like block. I don't like when
I
Hulk
think he
does
was
that
like
because
blocking his eyes. I don't think he was like, this ain't gonna hurt me. I think he was kind of like, I think that's a normal reaction. I know it's gonna hurt me, but I don't want to hit my eyes.
I, I
That's
ge-
what I got from it.
no, I get that, but that shouldn't have bothered him either because right after that he's on his back and the bullets are just bouncing off him. Then he
Yeah,
turns around and he's not doing it again, right? But yeah, I get that. Whatever,
yeah,
nitpick for me
yeah. A nitpick too was, okay, he introduced himself, Peter, to David Banner. He said, "My
as
name is
Ned.
Ned."
Yeah.
So why, when they fighting at Spider Man, why would he tell the Hulk, "I'm your friend Peter"? That
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
no
yeah,
sense
yeah,
to me. Like,
yeah, yeah,
how would he know
yeah.
that? Then also I had man, they did all this hype on that guy to play Tombstone, and we saw him a whole 20 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what? Y'all wasting that guy. If I was him, I would not have took that role unless they guarantee me I got something else coming down the pipe.
I agree with
That
you.
was a waste of his time.
You know what's funny though? I did say that. I said the cameos in this are going to be like a kind of a multiverse of madness thing. But at least you sat with some of the cameos for a bit. Like
Yeah,
Tombstone was just there
it was
and then gone.
he was in a montage.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah,
was a
yeah, yeah.
montage of how Spider Man was taking down the bad guys.
The bad guys, right? And I guess because they gave him a couple of words, right?
Yeah,
They didn't give the other ones a couple of words, and I was like, eh.
right, man, come on, don't waste that many talent.
Scorpion was a waste of time too.
At least they gave Scorpion about 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah,
they
yeah,
gave this
yeah,
guy
yeah.
20 seconds.
Yeah, I know, I know. And I heard some, and I don't know how true it was, but I did see an article or like a clip where they said he cried when he got the role, and I'm like, yeah, you probably cried
Probably
because
pissed
you know
off
they didn't do shit with
when you
you.
saw that check,
You know what I mean?
five
Like,
thousand dollars. What? What is this?
well, that's what you get for doing like 5 minutes of work.
Yep.
And you know what's funny? The makeup probably took longer to
Yes.
get on him
It
than
took
it did for
longer
him
than
in the
what he
movie.
said. Yep.
And in the movie, you know
The
what I'm
makeup
saying?
and him walking to the scene took longer than what he said.
And I get that people are loving this movie, right? I get it because they're like, oh, this is what Spider-Man's supposed to be, where Spider-Man is, one of those, street level characters and he's on his own and you see the depression in him. And I get all of that. I just find that the story could have been so much better.
I think what somebody said earlier about Doomsday going to be a reminder bomb or whatever, a nostalgia bomb.
Nostalgia bait. Hmm.
They are going. I'm telling you, man, and I know y'all think my takes are wrong. But I promise you, this is not better than No Way Home.
I
In my
agree.
opinion, there's no. If I gotta see it, I'm going No Way Home. Was it? Did it have some good and cool parts in it? Yes. And then one of the big things, they got everybody hyped up and going down this road, and we're gonna see Man Spider. We ain't seen nothing about that. He get through all this movie trying to build this inhibitor chip. Then at the end, he found out I didn't need it. All I got to do is just accept that I'm mutating and I can
Hmm.
control it. No more headaches, no more dizziness, no more loss of memory. I'm Spider Man and I'm the Spider both.
Hmm. And now someone mentioned it earlier where they said they had the inhibitor chips in earlier movies, but this one to me seemed like they were doing a direct correlation to the inhibitor and the one that the mutants are going to get probably in
Probably.
X-Men movie. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
We
So it
already
felt
seen
like
that.
yeah, yeah.
They,
So it felt Go ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, 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 you first. You first.
They setting up things for future movies. They're
Mhm.
setting up the Hulk, I believe. We're gonna see him in Battle World. They setting
Mhm.
up Jean Grey because there's no way Professor X did not see that mind thing she created around
Mhm.
around
Mhm.
the.
Mhm.
So they setting that up. I don't know what else they're setting up, but those two things, I'm for certain they're setting that up. They're putting the pieces down now. I guarantee you, in some interview 2 3 years down the road, do you remember the scene when such and such and such? That's what we were doing. And then Rob Storm even said he went back and watched the whole phases. And he's seeing things now in those movies that he think that we done seen some clips of Doomsday. So that's
Mhm.
why I think they push it back another year because now they're making the connective tissue to some of these movies we've seen in the past. Some people don't agree with it, but I think Brave New Day made Eternals a little bit more important.
I got you. You see. Here's the problem that I have. I don't believe that you could go back into these movies and you can see some of the stuff, but they didn't have Doomsday as a plan. So you can't really say that they planted the seeds for Doomsday in earlier
I
movies
don't
when
think
they
they
didn't have
planted
the
the
plan to
seeds
do
for
that.
Doomsday, but I think Doomsday is going to connect to things we have already seen.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Doomsday
That's what
can do that.
they're
Yes.
going to
One hundred
reverse
percent.
engineer what we've seen.
Okay, yeah, 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 yeah.
That's
But
what I believe.
yeah, I know, I agree with that 100%. But to say that they were planting seeds from it's like, no, they weren't because they were
Yeah,
going with the Kang
yeah.
dynasty. They weren't doing
I agree with
Doomsday.
you on
You,
that.
you know what I mean? So one thing that I thought was, okay, so the comedy in this did actually hit.
It did. It wasn't bad.
when he got the organic webs and he was like, ooh, you know what I mean? I was dying. I thought that was funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I thought that was real funny. So I thought the comedy
It would have
did
been
actually
cool
hit.
if he could have reached out to Andrew Garfield's Spider Man.
Yeah,
I mean,
Toby.
the Maguires.
Hmm.
Man, you got these things. You like them? That would have been cool if he could have done that.
Yeah. Yeah, I agreed. So I'm curious to see how they're going to move forward with that because you can obviously see like he didn't want to use those webs. You
Yep.
know what I mean? He was trying to suppress them. So I did like that. That's one thing I did like. Guys, we'll get to the comments and then we'll be able to get out of here real quick because I know you guys got a lot to say about this one. So let's go. Where did we leave off?
Live off with Mama Bear telling Tony hello.
Okay, I got you. Here. Let me just remind everyone, Miles Morales isn't just black. He's half Latino as well. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I don't have a problem with that. I think Miles Morales gives representation to both blacks and Latinos. Absolutely. My community has equal claims to Miles, the character. I agree with you. No, I agree with you. I do agree with you. But and I get it because I know a lot of the people who they're casting or they want to cast for Miles is completely black. So I get that
So
100%.
you think that there's some white people that got equal claim to Obama too? That's his parents' generation.
If they wanted to, but ain't no
I've
white
never
people
heard that
claiming no.
before.
Yeah, ain't no white people claiming
I've
no black
never
man,
heard
bro.
that before.
Oh, I know, Fernando. We love our hermanos. I'm sorry, I just left the movie, and I would definitely pay a second time. Okay, cousin T. I'm glad you liked it. You know what I mean? Fatal messaged us, and he's like thinks we're crazy for liking it, for not thinking it was great. You know, a lot of people are calling it the best Spider-Man movie of all time,
Let's
and
put
to
this on the
me,
record. Me and
yes,
Nzo is not saying this movie is terrible, trash,
absolutely,
or garbage.
100%.
We're just saying that we didn't like it as much as the majority seems to like it.
Yes,
And this is just okay. And it's
yes.
okay for a movie to be just okay.
Yes, yes, 100%. You guys know me already. I will be quick to come in here and say this was trash. My
Exactly.
son says it's trash.
So
My son,
he didn't
yeah,
like it.
no, he says it's the worst one out of the Tom
I don't think it's the
Spider-Man.
worst. I think the first one's the worst one.
Me too. Homecoming. I think Homecoming is the worst one. I said that, but he thinks it's the worst one out of all of them.
But
And
I
then
do
after,
think Mysterio is a better villain than what we saw in this movie.
I agree, I agree, and I said it's right. I'd probably put it just above the Mysterio one. You know what I mean?
Now, one thing I will say, Zendaya looked really good in this movie.
She did.
So she has matured quite nicely.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Since
she
the
did.
last
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, she
That's
did.
what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna keep that very nice.
She did.
I was like,
No Way
huh?
Home is
She don't look like
nostalgia.
this.
Yeah, no, she did look good. I agree with you. So No Way Home is nostalgia bait too. It is, but it worked. That's the thing. Nostalgia bait all you want to, it worked, right? Now, I'll say this too. My crowd in my theater, they clapped throughout the whole movie. They were invested. I could tell that they were loving this movie. It got a clapping ovation at the end, right?
Mine did.
They were when the trailers ended and then Marvel scene came up, everybody started screaming, "Woo, yeah, I should have recorded it," right?
Yeah.
When Jean Grey did that thing to Spider-Man with MJ
Yeah.
and faked her out, they were like, "Oh," like it was loud in there. They were
I heard
enjoying it.
people
They were
talking
enjoying
about it and commenting, but it wasn't a. I'm telling you, the only movie I've got a standing ovation Marvel movie in game was
Mhm.
Stain.
Yeah. Well, I kind of got that on this one too. Like even usually when I go to see Marvel movie, everybody knows the credits are coming up, the end credits, right? They're all standing up out of their seats. They're waiting by the door to see it.
Yeah.
No one left their seats. I mean, we did, but everybody else stayed in their seat to wait for that end credit scene.
Yeah.
And I did hear a lot of people say we waited for that, but yeah,
Yeah.
I
That was,
would rate.
no,
Huh?
I'm sorry. That was one of the
No,
worst end scene credits I've seen.
I agree with you 100%.
And in
100%.
fact, you know I hate this movie, but the Thunderbolts end scene credit was better than that.
It was better. It was better. It was better. It was better. And I don't like Thunderbolts either.
And I
And
hate
I think,
Thunderbolts. I will never
yeah,
ever watch that ever again in my life.
you think it's the worst one, right?
Yes, Thunderbolts.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, Thunderbolts
yeah.
is the worst MCU movie ever made.
I still
I would,
think it's Eternals,
I
but
would
yeah, I
die on
get
that
you.
hill.
But that's the reason why the end of this movie was so underwhelming for me, is because we're talking down the villain again, and I'm like, no,
But
I
the
don't want to see that.
Eternals, Insane Credit was better than this.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. It was useless. I would rate this in order: Brand New Day, No Way Home, Homecoming, and Far From Home. You see, a lot of people are saying it's one of the best Spider-Man movies too. Spider-Man 2 is the GOAT. For me, it's
Talking about the
beyond.
movie?
Yeah,
No,
Spider-Man 2.
I think he's the better Spider-Man. I think Tobey Maguire is a better Peter Parker. I will always
No,
say
no, he's saying the Spider-Man 2 movie is the GOAT.
no.
You think No Way Home is the best Spider-Man movie,
Goblin was
right?
better than Doctor Octopus.
Which one?
The Green Goblin was better than Doctor Octopus.
Oh, you like Spider-Man 1 better than 2?
Yes, the
Ooh.
Green Goblin was a better villain than Doctor Octopus.
He was a better villain, but I think the movie in general, I think Spider-Man 2 is better. I would go and listen, if we're going just the Marvel stuff, Spider-Man 2 is number one. That's no doubt about it. But if we're adding other movies on there, Beyond the Spider-Verse is my favorite and will always be my favorite Spider-Man movie.
I can't get with that.
Spider-Man 2 is next. Then I got No Way Home. Then I got, I'll give this one. Then I'll go
We talking
Far
about
From Home.
Spider-Man movies. I thought you was talking about
Yes.
MCU movies.
No, Spider-Man movies.
Okay.
Yeah, Spider-Man movies. Spider-Man movies. Then I'll
I'm,
go, my last two would be the one with Mysterio and then Homecoming.
I'm gonna be a
That,
hypocrite because
go ahead.
I find it hard to put a animated movie above a live action movie, a good one.
I get it.
And I just did that with the Star Wars theory thing in the last thing.
Yeah, you did.
But mm,
I don't know, man. I just think that movie was well put together. I think it's
yeah.
I
It's
know
good
there's
now.
no perfect movies, but for me, it is like almost
Oh,
a
there is
perfect
a
movie.
perfect movie.
Which one?
Shawshank Redemption is perfect. There's nothing wrong with that movie at all.
Yeah, except for how we got the poster on the wall at the end.
Crawling in there and it fell back down. What are you talking about?
No, he had a poster on the wall, right?
He
When they went
crawls in
into
there and leaves it, and it drops back down. Gravity. That's
but
easy.
the poster is it's pinned up on all four corners. So there's absolutely no way you could
You
pin the
sure it's all
bottom four
four
corners.
corners?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I thought it was just the top two.
If it's just the top two, then that makes sense. Jean is not the villain, it's Bill. No, you're right. She's not technically the villain, but she kind of is. She's the antagonist, though. Absolutely. Thank you. End credit was trash can juice. Absolutely. The Metzer guy was effing evil. He
I
was.
knew he was. They foreshadowed that he was too
Yeah,
nice to
yeah,
Spider Man. I didn't
yeah, yeah.
like the way that he had a relationship with that female cop. She had his personal number. The kids knew who he was. I ain't never seen a Spider Man that friendly with the cops.
Spider, no, but she didn't know he was Peter, though. So I did like that, right? I did like the fact that she didn't know he was Peter. And I did like the fact that he didn't want to take off his mask at no points in this
Yeah,
movie.
that was
I
cool.
thought that was good, right?
I
Because,
was like, now how they operate on this sucker and he had his mask off?
yeah,
That
yeah.
didn't make sense.
Yeah, until Punisher was said he was
Yeah,
in the room to make
yeah.
sure that they didn't do it. You know,
You can operate room too.
I guess. Good point. Good point.
Yeah.
They gave her the same origin like they effed up Wanda. Wrong power set until the second mutation. I got you. Jane grew up in the burbs. Her sister didn't have powers. Exactly. Talked about that last night with Jen, which was kind of weird, right? Her mom wasn't bad. She hasn't learned to. She hasn't learned her control yet. No, but
She done exceeded it because they only said 33 feet was your distance.
yeah,
You went 33 miles touching
yeah,
all
yeah,
them people. So
yeah.
she's
She
well
did
beyond her.
absolutely, and I get it. You want to show Jean Grey that she's a
Her growth.
powerful telepath and stuff like that. I get it, but I just think they made her a little bit too evil. You know, she has red on her ledger. Absolutely. Said brand new day. It was very good. 9 out of 10. Yeah, I know. I posted on there that it wasn't that good, and And Cool Nerd was like, "Really, bro?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's okay." I gave it a 6.57. What do you give it?
I gave it a 7.
Yeah, you see? I mean, that's a
7 out of 10.
fair
Yeah.
a fair
And some
grading
of
for it.
it, not that movie, it's just inconsistencies, things that didn't make sense to us. Is
Mm-hmm.
what we mainly. We're not talking about the production, how it look. It looks good. The whale swinging is fantastic. Some of the best whale swinging I ever seen in my life.
Agreed.
Just some of the stories. If you take, if you think it's good, take Punisher and the Hulk out, and tell me how does it change the story? It
It
doesn't.
doesn't. Yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. Gene, and I'll say this because there were rumors, right, that Spider-Man was supposed to die at the end of this movie. I think if they would have did that, it would have been epic.
Oh yeah.
That would have just made it perfect for me. I was like, okay, they took a stake. We know Spider-Man's not gonna die. He's gonna actually come back if they did that.
Yeah.
I would not have had a problem with them doing that. I think that they
Fair.
probably did have a cut of him dying, and because audience didn't like it when they did the reviews, they switched it. Go ahead, Danny.
Yeah, that's a variant.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you could have killed him off, and then brought him back as Man Spider, and then whatever you
Again,
wanted to do
this
from there.
variant probably knows MJ and Ned.
Yes, absolutely.
But I do
G-
hope that they make Ned into the Hobgoblin.
Me too.
I want to
Me
see
too.
that transfer from him being his friend to his enemy.
And you're right because now you see at the end of this, it looked like he remembered Peter, right?
Uh-huh.
After the handshake.
Yep.
So they get their friendship back, everything, and then they show that dynamic of him being evil and
Yep.
being his enemy. Yeah, that would be great. Jean was supposed to have telekinesis and telepathy from the jump. They gave her telepathy and body jumping. I enjoyed the gray with the Jean Grey with the edge. I got you. Second mutation unlocks changes levels, mind control, and her telekinesis. They should have made pink or blue, but it looks like Sue powers.
It
I,
does.
I got you. Yeah, it did.
It did. It look
It
kind of
did.
remind me of Wanda too.
A little bit. Yeah, absolutely. They should have made it a little bit different. Also, that line from Spider-Man, "Oh, I don't know that you could get that big." That line was such a quirky line. Like like why they say that. That means Professor Hulk is smaller in size compared to Salvage Hulk.
You always knew
Yeah,
that.
yeah, 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 yeah. One
Strength
hundred
level
percent
wasn't. He was strength level wasn't the same level neither.
agreed. Wanda, they messed up giving her illusions, telepathy, and telekinesis. Then they fixed it retconned in the next movie once they got the rights from Fox. Yeah. He said, "I didn't know you could get that big" is a sus line.
Oh my
Yeah.
lord!
100%.
Wow.
Talk about how no mention of mutants and no mention of Professor X or the mutant collar thing that Peter made for himself. Yeah, no, I got you. I got you. But I think this is just like an introduction to the mutants. When we get the reboot, that's when we're gonna get like I have a feeling that Secret War is gonna end, and you're gonna see mutants, you're gonna see Avengers, right? You're gonna see a montage of everybody together.
Me,
So
I hear what you're saying. And you probably think I'm about to throw shade at you, but I'm not. But that's just the difference between you being a younger man and being an older man. They're planting seeds now.
yeah,
You gotta be patient and let the crop grow. The Hulk, Punisher, that the inhibitor collar, all that stuff is seeds that we're gonna see later on. So you just gotta
agreed,
wait, and I think we're gonna see those things pay off.
agreed, 100%. That was Savage Hulk. I did like the distance limits to stop her from being too overpowered, but by the end, it expands to a kilometer. Yeah, you're right. I did like that too. I thought it was good. And you know what? When she's jumping from body to body, felt a lot like Fallen to me. That movie with Denzel Washington. I did like that.
Yeah,
I did like that. I did like that. That was so upsetting. All the villains in the beginning were on screen for way too short. Facts.
it was
Way
funny
too
to me
short.
too when she jumped into the Punisher body. It's like, oh, this guy got issues.
Yeah, yeah, me
He was
too.
kind of acting feminine a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
I chuckled at that.
Yeah, that was funny too. I agree. I agree. There were some funny moments.
Yeah.
Wanda got a power because her brother and Jean were and her sister. They did not before. At least they didn't go straight to the Phoenix this time, though. I agree. I agree. They're saving the Phoenix for when they do the X-Men stuff,
Yep.
though. A lot of the villains said their scenes got cut. Yeah, it makes sense. Claire also got cut out of the movie for Yelena scenes, which I did not like. Those are the scenes I thought were really corny.
They were.
Yelena,
You could cut them out.
yeah, yeah,
I think the part where she was like in the pool,
yeah, yeah,
they could have cut that out. But the one where like with he can see her face directly, he's asking her questions.
yeah.
They could leave those in.
I agreed. I agreed. I think the pool
The
stuff was
pool
kind
thing
of
was
weird.
they could have cut that out.
Yeah, yeah. Everyone should have known them. Known all the characters were not going to get a lot of screen time. There was a lot of them. I did, but a little bit more than what we got.
Yeah,
You know what I
just
mean?
like
Multiverse of madness type of thing. You know what
yeah.
I mean?
Because we know Denzel Washington going to be in Black Panther 3. If we only see
Mm-hmm.
Denzel Washington for 30 seconds, I'm going to be upset.
Agreed. It will
So
make no
there's
sense
some
to do that.
people, like the main one that we arguing about, well, champion, I guess, was the guy that played in Black Lightning. That
Tobias
guy
Wells.
is a phenomenal actor. Y'all need to go
Mm-hmm.
see him, man. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
if you talk about all these villains and about the Joker is the best villain, I'm telling you, the best black villain I've seen on TV in this genre is Tobias Wells.
Agreed.
And I know a lot of
100%.
people like Cottonmouth, but I think he's better than Cottonmouth.
Me too. Me too. I agree. They should have put a Spider-Man villain instead of using this to set up the X-Men. This movie is two different movies put together. I agree. And Jen also agrees with you, Danny. I absolutely love that we got more Spider-Man than Peter. Absolutely. This I agree with Danny. Okay. Okay. This was the worst Spider-Man movie that Tom was in. My son said the same thing. I don't think it's the worst, but my son said the same thing. And honestly, I think Spider-Man 3 might be a little bit better than this. And I know that's might be a hot take, but I don't think Spider-Man 3 is as bad as people think it is. I think it's a really good
The one
movie.
with
Tom
Venom,
Holland, yeah, with Venom, yeah, yeah,
yeah, it ain't bad, man. Because oh boy, did his thing. James Franco,
yeah, yeah. He
that
did his thing.
first scene on that board,
Yeah,
that
it
was
was good.
fire.
Absolutely. And I was talking about it with my son. The scene where like Sandman gets created and he's in the little thing
The
and the
little silo.
music and everything. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was really good.
yeah.
They're gonna do like Tony and blame Spider-Man for creating what can hurt the mutants and also handle powered people for Civil War 2. I would
Okay,
be interesting.
that's what I asked you.
Yeah,
What do
go
you
ahead.
think about him using that start tech? Some people say they don't like it.
I didn't have a problem with it.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with it. I thought it was cool. You know what I mean? Even though, like, he's still
I like
going
to
to
change
use
the
stuff
name
like
too.
that. Yeah, me too. Me too. So I didn't have a problem with it.
I didn't either.
They didn't say mutants because it's a Sony movie, but they did say evolve and mutate. Yeah, but I don't think that's a problem though, because even though it's a Sony movie, I think they could still say mutants because it's part of the universe. So, no, no more pushing back movies. Yeah, I agree. They will probably cast Michael's nephew or a little boy, or the little boy who plays Michael. For who though? I saw it Wednesday and Thursday. 8 out of 10. Spider-Man 2, the best one. Visually, it's the best looking Spider-Man movie. I could give you that.
I agree.
Also, I made a bet Onzo would say it was trash. Yeah, you did. And I didn't say it was
No,
trash because it
no.
wasn't trash. Absolutely. Uh, there was no villain, to be honest. Yeah, I agree. I agree. We need to know what happened in Staten Island. Homecoming was good to me, better than this crap. Eh, I had problems with Homecoming. Zendaya had the most growth the way she acted, and this scene was very different version of M Day. I agree. Ned
You
was
never
the
saw
same
MJ as being sexy or a woman. That
until
is
this
no longer
movie.
true.
I mean, Zendaya acting with her husband, so it made sense she glowed up. Yeah, no,
They
I
married?
got you. Huh? Yeah, they are married.
Okay.
Zendaya and Tom, yeah, they got married. While your son is following in your footsteps, pretty good. Whatever.
Darth Kaka Jr.
Darth Kaka Jr., I'll accept that. Now, the post credit was trash. It was not worth waiting through all of them credits.
Yeah, my
Facts.
grandson said, Grampy, it's 15 minutes long before they like, you gonna sit through it? 'Cause he already got his man, he has his phone, everything.
He was ready to go, eh?
He was like, you gonna wait 15 minutes? I said, yeah, see credit. And I wanted to tell him you were right about that.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Everyone have a safe and great weekend. Thank you. Thunderbolts, they beat him with a hug. Come on. She spoke to May in his mind. This was better. Same thing. Either or, right? The same concept of the talking down the villain. So, Eternals was boring.
I won't say
Homecoming
that.
was so lame. What's that?
Journals wasn't boring.
Yeah, it was.
It just had some of the scenes was fire, man. All I'm saying, but it's just a bad movie.
Some of the fight scenes were okay, but other than that, I was like, oh
That's what
no,
I'm
screw this
saying.
movie. I'll never watch this movie again. I personally would watch Thunderbolts before I ever watch
Oh no, no,
that again.
no.
No Way Home is the best Holland Spider-Man movie. Got you. Both the Miles movies better if we count them. I agree. Thank you, Lawrence. I agree. I think both the Miles movies are the best Spider-Man movies we have. 100%. Sarah Gray never had powers and lived in the comics. How they change her for this movie makes Jean Grey an antagonist was bullshit. I agree. So the Punisher has amnesty now. When did this happen? Yeah, you see, those are the questions that we have, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Have him die with a post-credit scene. It would have hit harder. Agreed. Agreed. The details was nicely done. Web slinging. Yeah, absolutely.
The last
Live
thing he
action.
did with that web tornado.
Yeah, that was fire. That was fire. Live action only. Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Man No Way Home, Spider-Man Far From Home, Spider-Man Homecoming, Amazing Spider-Man, and Spider-Man 3. Ooh, you got Spider-Man 3 last? I think Amazing Spider-Man is better than a lot of people give it credit for, but
Yeah.
I didn't like the first Spider-Man with what's his face?
Tom Holland,
No, no, the first with
Andrew
Andrew
Garfield.
Garfield. Andrew Garfield, yeah. Number 6, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Okay, so you have Spider-Man Brand New Day at number 6. Okay, I got you. I mean, Mama Bear Spider-Man said Hulk had thick skin, crazy, wild statement. Yeah, some sexual innuendos there. I got you. They did the montage with the Fantastic Four too, which was another thing because I didn't like Fantastic Four either. I didn't think that movie was great either.
That was
But
good. I'd go. I'd definitely go see it before the
uh, but but
Thunderbolts.
but the montage with the Fantastic Four is they kind of use villains that were like just nobody villains. You know what I mean? Like Tombstone is a big Spider-Man villain. You got to give him more time than that.
Yeah.
Spider-Man did this. Then Spider-Man did this
Superman.
better than both. Oh, Superman. Sorry, did this better than both. Spent a little time showing all the villains he fought. Yeah, absolutely. What if Denzel Washington plays T'Challa from the Afterlife or the old Black Panther?
We had to see that
Yes,
first.
I guess.
Ain't
Yeah,
nothing I'm chomping at the bit to see, but if it works,
it works. My favorite black villain in a movie is Simon Phoenix from Demolition Man. Facts.
oh
Love,
no.
yeah, facts. Yo, Wesley Snipes was fire in that movie, bro.
Oh,
I
I
don't care.
love the movie, but I ain't saying he's my favorite villain. Black
No, he's
villain.
not my favorite either, but he was very good in that.
No, he was good at Demolition Man. Is definitely.
I will walk out of Black Panther 3 if we only get 5 minutes of Denzel
That's
Washington.
what I'm saying.
What's up, Tamika? How you doing? Thank you for turning. Eternals wasn't boring.
I agree.
Eternals was great. What
No, I
are
don't
you
agree with
guys
that.
smoking?
no, 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 no. I
Absolutely.
get your first statement, but great. Mm-mm.
No, no, no.
That's definitely oxymoron.
Trash. Absolutely. And Sheed, you know what, Sheed? You got bad takes too, so I'm gonna give you that. Tamika, thank you for
Worse than
popping
me.
in. Facts. I'd rather see Attack of the Killer Tomatoes for a whole day than watch Eternals again. Facts. Facts. And I'm pretty sure Danny would watch Meteor Man or Bank Man
Yes,
before he
I
watches.
would.
Yes, there you go. Jean was a mutant with the perfect life. Her powers were triggered when her friend died. Yeah, it was her sister, not a friend, right? Or if you're talking about the comic, I don't know. A lot of X-Men envy here. That was her story. I got you. Andrew Garfield is the GOAT. No, the fuck he's not. I'd rather watch Eternals before I watch the Thunderbolts. Really? Don't get it. I don't understand why Andrew Garfield gets so much hate because he seems like an emo Spider-Man to me. You know what I mean? And that's the problem that I had.
But
Like,
here's the way he portrays Spider Man is is more comic book accurate.
The way he portrays Spider-Man, the way he portrays Peter, I don't like.
Yeah, Peter. I agree with you. He's not a good Peter.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk about a movie being boring. Fantastic Four. It was. Cynthia Storm unpacking everyone out that made that decision. Give us Jamie Lawson. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. But I don't think she'll be Cynthia Revo. I don't think it'll be her. But guys, we have reached all the comments. We have reached all the topics. Danny, thank you very much for taking Brian's place today. I appreciate
Fantastic.
it 100%
I
because I
appreciate the
know
invite, bro.
if I ever can't do it, you'll probably take my place over there and we can continue this and keep this show going. So I love it. Absolutely. 100%. One more
sir.
comment. Brand new day tracking, 359 million. I think it's a little bit more than that. On those because the Celestials and the mythos behind them was intriguing. Yeah, but the story was garbage. I get that, right? The Celestial stuff, I've been looking forward to it, wanted to, but I thought the story was boring
I
a
think
little
some
bit.
of the way they made Celestials look cheap too.
Agreed, 100%. And then a lot of it hasn't paid off yet. So we'll see
Yeah,
what happens when it goes forward, but they got to pay some of that stuff
I
off.
agree.
Thank you guys for coming in. Much appreciated. Peace, love, and hair grease, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.